Welcome in, everybody, for Halo Infinite. We got the gang here. I'm just waiting to see if it's gonna load. Come on, you can do it.
Does it?
I can.
Hadouken. Fine, you want to do display capture, you angry bitch?
Well,
Now Cloud Gaming's gonna throw a hissy fit?
yeah, probably. This is why you prepare this stuff before you hit the live button.
No.
Yeah, way to go, dork.
I refuse.
I mean, you go right ahead, but it's still gonna keep causing trouble for you. It sounds like you problem.
F9 to release your mouse.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but...
Well, you hit F9 and it releases your mouse.
It releases it into the wild. Be free, little mouse.
So,
be
Tony,
free.
you joining?
Really?
He is not done downloading it.
What did I just tell you a minute and a half ago?
He probably didn't hear you say it.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I just
you
got
didn't
back
say
from
it.
getting food.
Yes,
You don't
and
just-
he said it after you got back.
Linda,
Oh.
Linda, you listen, Linda, 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 listen.
No! Okay, well, how much do you got left?
10 gigs.
What's the timeline?
11 minutes.
Uh,
And, hello, Hayes. Welcome back. Red is here this time.
oh, hi, Hayes.
Stall. Start. Dance, monkey, dance.
I mean, Fred, is there anything small we can do while we wait for him?
How small are we talking?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Not really, because then that means going to the multiplayer lobby, and that just would kick you anyways.
You can spam. Hey, yeah.
You're gonna be thinking about that song for a while now, aren't you?
What is wrong with us?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's my fault. I linked him something. It's all my fault.
Yeah. I forgot what her freaking name is there from MXR. I can't remember the fuck their names are anymore.
I don't know. Fred would know, but yeah.
Why can't I hear you guys?
I don't know. Why can't you hear us?
We hear you. You forgot to wash your hands.
Tony, you'll find this funny. I see for Stellaris, their next, like, they had their preliminary release notes for the next patch. It's a small one, but I love the first patch note is Democratic Crusaders no longer hate worker co-ops for being oligarchies.
Oh.
That's a statement.
Malarkey. Malarkey.
Uh-huh. Bioware directives now start with basic cloaking fields as a research option.
Why can't I?
Hayes is having fun, it sounds like.
Yes, the fun of not hearing us, which is probably an improvement, but you know, details.
Watched I watched the movie, like the Disney movie Hercules.
Along came Zeus. He
Yeah.
hurled his thunderbolt.
Yeah, and every time someone says something that I can relate it to, I always think of Bill. Not bad, not what I meant, but not bad.
I still stand
Yeah.
that song has two of Disney's, or that movie has two of Disney's, because basically
Yeah.
anything the Muses sing, which is frankly one long song, and of course.
I'm still disappointed about the Hollywood interpretation of Hades.
Do you hear me now?
We've
been
heard
able
you
to
the
hear
whole
you the whole
time.
We've been able to hear you. You haven't been able to hear us.
It's been
This
fucking
sucks.
hilarious.
Third, are you
Either way,
wearing
as I was
pants?
saying before Hayes finally showed up, I Won't Say I'm in Love is like the second best Disney song.
Why can't I
Which
hear
one?
these bastards?
I Won't Say I'm in Love.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that
My,
one's pretty
my
good.
number one is Be Prepared.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's Be Prepared, then I won't...
You just
Well,
need...
okay, no, I won't say I'm in love is third, because second is Friend Like Me.
Yeah, yeah, true. It's kind of hard to beat Robin Williams with that, but I will give you Scar. Yeah, he did do a chart topper with that one.
I mean, fucking,
You Discord.
it was what, Jeremy Irons who was Scar's voice actor?
Yes.
He blew his fucking throat out singing Be Prepared.
Ah,
If you actually pay very close attention on the last few lines, they had to switch voice actors because he couldn't finish singing it.
oh,
Most
fuck.
of the song is him.
Except for the last few lines.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. He did kind of, like... He has one of those rough and gruff voices that's made for, like, low-cast lines, like Die Hard. You know,
Yeah.
like...
Here you go. No.
My God.
Well,
he did it.
welcome to the party.
My God.
But, you know, and
So
then he
what was
pushed
wrong?
himself like that, and it was just, it was
Discord,
amazing.
Everything set. I updated Discord, and Discord had everything set to default again, so I had to.
Yeah,
read-
but it does that. You always should check your
Yeah, I went through that
input
with
numbers
mine
in
earlier.
Discord updates.
Yeah.
Always check Discord. It loves resetting itself. It also loves turning off your hotkeys, which is annoying because I have my mute bound to a completely unique hotkey, and it often gets rid of said hotkey, so I have to reset it. It's annoying.
Yeah, fuck you, F12.
No, I don't even remember what
fuck?
the normal mute is, but either way. Also, by the way, I just was reminded of this. Can I just say I find it deeply hilarious that Disney back in the day thought Pocahontas was going to be the big movie and Lion King was just going to be a nothing?
Yeah. Oh, that was, yeah.
I
Ooh.
vaguely heard that you were talking about Disney songs. I'll have to say the top one is "You'll Be in My Heart."
I'm not counting
Oh,
ones,
fuck.
but that's cheating.
How is that the cheating?
Because it's not sung by a character in universe. It's just an award bait song. I am only counting the songs that are actually sung in universe. It's why I, for example, don't count like the soundtrack version of
I'm
I Will
still
Go the
trying to
Distance.
remember what movie that's from, though.
What, You'll Be in My
Tarzan.
Heart?
Tarzan.
Thank
Tarzan.
you. Yeah, I haven't watched that movie
Yeah,
in
the
years.
whole album was done by him, so.
Yeah, I know, but that's cheating because that's just Phil Collins.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
Yeah, like I won't dispute Phil Collins, you know, he's a great artist, but not the conversation we were having.
Yeah, no, when I say Disney songs, I mean the songs sung for the movies that are in universe.
Alright, Shrek.
You'll
Two.
never have a friend like me.
So,
Yes, that's what I listed as two.
God-
One is Be
God, what-
Prepared.
God, what the hell is her name now? Fuck.
What?
What was the Mulan song?
The voice actor for the fairy Shrek 2.
What?
You mean the fairy godmother?
Fairy Godmother, yeah.
Hippity-boo, hippity-boo,
Yeah, but does that really count though? Because I know what song you're talking about, and she sang
It's
Bonnie
Jennifer
Tyler's
Saunders.
"Hero."
Yeah, it's Jennifer
Yeah.
Saunders.
Yeah,
But that also
sang
isn't
that-
the-
Yeah,
That
she
also
sang
isn't
that all
a
by
Disney
herself.
movie.
Yeah, but I count it as a heart.
But it's a
Wait, for 30
DreamWorks film. I
dollars.
count those as different. I was explicitly counting Disney. Shrek is DreamWorks.
still a good movie,
Admittedly,
but not
I
the
will
topic.
say DreamWorks was made by somebody from Disney because it's Katzenberg. Jeffrey Katzenberg, after he left Disney, would go found DreamWorks. But
And then ended up being a sellout again, anyways.
no,
That's neither here nor there.
Disney
he didn't
owns.
sell. He didn't sell out. He keeps getting kicked out of his studios because he refuses to sell out. That's literally what happens. He tries to make the movies he wants. People get angry that he's not trying to make all the money in the universe, and he gets kicked out of his companies. That's literally what keeps happening. That's what got him kicked out of Disney, and that's what got him kicked out of DreamWorks because he refuses to listen to the suits because he just wants to make good movies.
Fair. Does Disney not own DreamWorks now though?
No.
Because I thought they
No.
did.
You're
No.
thinking Pixar.
Oh, fair enough.
Disney and Pixar. That's what you're thinking of. really.
Yeah, no. DreamWorks is currently owned by NBC Universal,
Oh.
which, yeah, tells you who owns it, because that's the overall conglomerate, is NBC Universal.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's who currently owns DreamWorks.
And dare I say, I think Universal has a more fun park than Disney does.
Fair. Although it does kind of lead to a weirdness that, like, DreamWorks, the the live action company and DreamWorks, the animation company, are both owned by NBC Universal but belong to completely different parts of the conglomerate?
That
Because
Purposes.
well, because if you don't know, DreamWorks, the live action studio, and DreamWorks, the animation studio, split a long time ago and got obtained at completely different times. So yeah, it leads to weird shit. Because you think, oh yeah, they're both named DreamWorks. Yeah, they've had nothing to do with each other in like 20 odd years.
yeah, it's
so-
like twins who hate each other.
I
They
could be
split in
absolutely
2004.
wrong here, but who did Spy Kids? Did any of them do Spy Kids?
Oh fuck! Weren't we just talking about this movie earlier too?
Yeah, because someone brought up the actor.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Ronnie Radke. That's right. He was Floop in Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Wait.
pretty sure that, and I'm pretty sure that's a part of Disney.
Wait. The dude who made Spy Kids and Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl is the person who also directed the Machete films, Sin City, half of Grindhouse,
Oh
Alita
no!
Battle Angel, and the Book of Boba Fett.
That sounds about right.
It's Robert Rodriguez.
Oh my god! I forgot
Also,
about
he's Danny
the.
Trejo's cousin.
Yes, I'm still here. Fuck. I forgot about the Machete movies. Why did you have to remind me of that travesty?
Awesome. That's awesome.
You know, I
Uh,
really enjoyed Sin City.
Yeah,
Sin City
Sin
was
City
good,
was-
actually.
it was, but yeah,
Like,
Like, yeah, the movie itself, I enjoyed it.
I don't think any actual like studio exactly made Spy Kids though, because I can't find anything about who exactly made it.
It's one of those weird, like, stepchilds that
Basically,
nobody
Spy
wants to
Kids
take
is
blame for.
technically was
It's
sold by
literally
Disney.
no, it's actually literally done by a studio that Robert Rodriguez himself owns. It's called Troublemaker Studios.
Oh, that's right. Because wasn't it the little picture of the boy
Yeah,
with the spin top hat?
Yeah. Apparently they're still independent. The only thing they've done is make a deal with HBO and HBO Max, but like beyond that, they're still completely separate. They're on their own. They even have some weird subsidiaries you've never heard of. But yeah, no. Weird. Who knows? Wait, apparently they're planning on making another Spy Kids movie? Oh lord.
No, please, no.
No.
Netflix apparently wants to make one. Last news was in like 2023. Apparently it'll be a completely new family because it's been so much time, but
Yeah, well, no shit. I would love to see Antonio Banderas come back with a fucking wheelchair.
I like the movie with the thumbs in it, but I didn't
Also,
like the.
who were you saying you thought was Floop?
I didn't say anything with that.
No, Willie.
I thought it was Ronnie Radke.
No, I see Fegan Floop is Alan Cumming.
Oh, he's
Oh, do
fine.
they look identical?
I have no idea. I don't fully remember what. Either way, yeah.
Yeah, it's Alan Cumming.
Yeah, Isidore Cortez, also known as Machete, is obviously Danny Trejo. Felix Gum is Cheech Marin. Gregorio Cortez was Antonio Banderas.
You know, I still think it's funny that Felix Gum was still called.
But yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm having guacamole and pretzels right now. It's real good.
What the fuck? Okay.
Hmm.
Our conversation topics tonight, top notch.
Well, I mean, we're just waiting for Tony to be done, so.
I was done.
Oh,
What
okay.
the fuck?
I love that they have a character that is just the President of the United States, and it was Christopher McDonald, but Ed just loved it because he's never given a name. Oh, fuck, I
President.
forgot the toy maker, the dude from the third film, was Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the guy was Elijah Wood, which I do remember. Wait, Salma Hayek was in 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the mother or the auntie or something.
And Mother was the same person in each movie. It was
Yeah.
Scarlett Gugino.
Right.
Do you ever wonder if God is just too afraid to realize what he's created?
Jessica Alba was in the 4th movie.
Wait, there was a fourth one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 6 of them. The fourth one is Spy Kids All the Time in the World. The fifth one is Spy Kids Armageddon, and then there were 2 seasons of a TV series.
I could barely make it through the third one, so I watched the other ones once, and I was like, no.
I'm amazed you ever willingly watched them, even by the time 3. Well, actually, yeah, even it counted. Yeah, I don't even remember how old I was.
Alright, Willie, I'm out.
Sorry, what'd you say, Hayes?
I said, what was the movie?
Still not
with
working?
the Spy Kids and the thumb
Yeah.
people in it.
It's one of the first 3. I just don't remember which one. They've kind of bled together at this point.
I've seen that.
Right,
one, and
right,
I've
'cause they
seen
were in the
one where they
bellhop
come to
uniforms.
Virtual world where they're like, "Hey, put on your 3D glasses."
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
that's
third one.
3D. That's the third one. 3D Game Over. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
remember.
remember if it's 2 or 1 that has the thumb people. I think
I-
it's 2 because that was
I
Island
think-
of Lost Dreams.
Yeah, I think that was 2 because it was
Yeah,
the bellhop
one. It was the
costumes with
first one.
thumbs for faces.
Because, yeah, like, I remember the scene where you play it backwards, it's the whole sentence.
Weird ass.
Loop is the Batman, help us, save us. Loop is the Batman, help us.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah,
god, how
no,
do I
you're right,
remember
you're-
that?
You're right. It's the first one because they're called Fooglies, and I even just found about it. And yeah, what they're screaming is, "We're trapped. Floop is a madman. Help us, save us." And you're right. It's in reverse.
Yes, thank you. All right.
Get it.
Good job, Tony. Thank you, Tony.
Okay,
Yeah,
Fred.
Tony-
Tony's out. We can go.
Fred.
Go Power Rangers.
Go, 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 power vacuum.
Actually, that makes me realize of how. Have you watched a Power Rangers, Lily? Considering the
Oh,
exact right
dude.
age you are to have maybe not seen it
Yeah.
on TV.
No, I
Okay.
used to wake up at like 6 in the morning on Saturdays, and I would wake my grandma up so that she could come turn the TV on for me, and I'd watch Power Rangers.
Which one though? Because I'm trying to think of which one it would have been when you were young.
The one
fuck
with
wasn't the Rangers?
the
Yeah.
one with Johnny Bosch.
That
I
Well,
wasn't a big Power Rangers
was
kid.
he one of the Rangers, or was that when he was being the fucking leader of like helping them out? Because
No.
Johnny Young Bosch was one of the original Rangers.
Yeah,
but then
no,
he-
he was one of the Rangers. It was on oh, fuck,
specifically it
which-
was Black Ranger 2.
Yes. Yeah, I think obviously it was a whole bunch of reruns because I was,
Yes. Well, yeah, because the original aired from 93 to 96.
yeah.
Did you ever watch the 4Kids remastered version of that shit though? Oh my god, it was so funny.
No, but
Yeah.
I believe it.
No, they put in weird edits into it, so like
Yeah, I
where
believe
like the main characters were like having like they were eating something, and they were like, "I bet I can eat it faster than you," and it
Yeah,
did like
sounds about
weird lens flare shit that wasn't in the original, and they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I
sounds
can
about right.
I could eat so much faster," and it put in like a weird drama effect, and it was just like way over the top.
Oh
It
god,
was-
I forgot about
It was
that.
like,
Netflix
wow.
made the fucking 30th anniversary one. I forgot about that.
And they put in like weird bullet hell like transition cutscenes
Hmm.
and some things. It was very dumb.
Man,
Made-
we
made
still
you
need to
question
hear
your
if we
childhood.
ever actually hear about another film from that series. Because after the other one failed, they have it. They've said they aren't going to make another one in that, and now we just haven't heard anything from it. Although not helped by the fact that fucking Hasbro has the rights to it, and Hasbro is Hasbro.
As a Magic the Gathering person, I can agree.
As
Fuck
a
you, Fortnite.
fan
Fuck
of
you.
anything Hasbro owns, I can agree. I would remind you, they're in the middle of ruining Magic the Gathering and D&D.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Modern Horizons 3. I'm not paying $90 for
Where'd
a
he go?
Precon.
Oh.
No, it just went up a little bit.
You made another Eldrazi deck, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna bring this out to the public." Cool. Oh, it's not that great. Fine. But everyone doesn't understand that, and they're still paying an arm and a leg for it.
Yeah.
It has none of the Eldrazi Titans. Why the fuck would you pay for it?
You son of a bitch.
Doesn't have a Kozilek, doesn't have the Emrakul, doesn't have Ozilek. Why?
Does.
No, it just doesn't like MD.
Hey, but the new Emrakul is still out. and
Fuck's
it's very
sakes. I was just
What?
reading on the Pathfinder subreddit. Someone was like, "So why did so many TTRPG YouTubers stop making Pathfinder stuff and go back to D&D?" And the response is because almost everybody only knows the name D&D because they're stupid. And I'm not taking that statement back. But as someone pointed out, I call Pathfinder Protestant D&D. That usually gets enough interest for me to explain what it is. And I'm just like, you're not
Want to
wrong.
hate you, but at the same time, you're not wrong.
Oh no, someone has it even better. Chainmail was the Catholic, D&D was the Protestant, and Pathfinder is Satanism.
I like that. Here, Zach, have you seen the new Emrakul?
No, but I don't care that much. Like, I haven't paid that much attention
No,
to it in
I
a
want
while.
to send this to you just so you can see how broken this fucking card is. And they still haven't banned it yet.
Well, yeah, if you could just show me the card, yeah, I can know whether it's broken or not. That's easy enough.
Yeah, I'll just send an image to you. That's all I was gonna do.
Water was it?
Your mic is cutting in and out again.
Yeah, my mic. It's a stupid mic. But anyways,
Yeah, public
I managed to
toilet
drink
setting.
2. I just drank 2 liters of water in like fucking like less than 2 hours.
That's what I'm working on right now is 2 liters of water.
I don't know. I just have this thing in front of me and I just keep drinking out of it. Just have
I-
stuff.
I work by molten metal, so I have to drink that like quickly.
Get your own tank.
No.
Yeah. You really can't get your own tank. It really is. It's not simple.
I got this cool cooler I bring to work. It's got a little dispenser. I clean it out though every time. But I put like cold ice water in it and I mix it with lemon juice.
Scorpion.
Yeah, I used to do that with my older jobs too. I used to put lemon juice and mix it with the water. Kind of
Jesus.
something better than just straight water.
Well, yeah, because I hate the normal taste of water. Oh, wait, that's nice.
Yeah, then you'll definitely hate the water we have here.
Wish something.
All right, come on, big boy.
Yeah, there's a lot of
No,
fluorine in
get
it.
drive the fucking thing.
You still somehow managed to get into the gunner seat.
I know. It said drive Scorpion, so I jumped in, and it's like, oh, you're sitting in the gunner.
Yeah, way to go, Willie.
Shut up.
Look at that sweet big old boy.
There, I just re-downloaded it again for the second time.
No, that's way too tiny. I can sort of read it. So when you cast this spell, gain control of all creatures target player controls.
Nope, it
Flying,
crashed again.
protection from spells, and something permanents that were cast this turn.
Hold on.
When leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control. Well, I mean, I get what it does, but yeah, that's... All you need to do is get that out for one turn, okay then.
Another ghost coming your way, and then just implodes on your front end.
Problem is the new Eldrazi.
Well, no, it's called I Shot It.
Colorless.
Yeah, I know. From my angle, though, it looked like it was sitting right against your front bumper when you blew it up.
No.
So yeah, the new Eldrazi Precon just essentially put out a bunch of new colors. Cost reductors. So
It's
colors-
super easy to get that out in like 2 turns, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Seems like normal magic bullshit, because they just keep making ridiculously strong abilities cheaper and cheaper, what they've been doing for multiple sets now.
I played my dinosaur deck though. I love my both dinosaur decks.
Where are you filthy coward?
That fob's as good as ours. Once we do
I made a
little house
5-color deck with all the because with the new Exelon set they had all the Jurassic Park cards in it. I took all the Jurassic Park cards, mixed it with the Secret Lair Jurassic Park deck cards that they released too, and I made it into this awesome Jurassic Park deck. And everyone loves playing against it because it feels like they're like in Jurassic Park. So it's like it's not like a strong deck, but it's very fun and thematic.
Entertaining.
Yeah, it is very entertaining. And then I also have my actual really good dinosaur deck, fucking pump stops. And they're like, can I play this? And they're like, wait,
No.
are you playing Pant Laza?
We did it, Chief. 5 November's
No.
ready for capture.
Because what Pant Laza does is has a discover trigger. What discover is essentially is if I put down a dinosaur for its
Fob capture
mana
complete,
cost
Chief.
is like
For most of
7,
the
that
war,
means I get to discover.
You good there,
for
Hayes?
7.
Spanish territory was the UNSC
So
could
Yeah,
just-
he was just
Having a second.
Imagine what it was
Yeah,
like
when you discover
trying to
for
protect
7,
this fob from the banished.
meaning like I can look until I
Yeah.
find
Life
something of
sacrifice.
mana value of 1 to 7, and then just cast it for free.
Yes.
So it's just revolving.
Mm-hmm. That's why me and Billy haven't been paying much attention to Magic, because they are not getting better. It just
Better scatter.
Oh, yeah, we still get to visit the Warhammer store.
I'm gonna look the
I
other
know.
way if they make dinosaurs powerful. It just means I can play the game again, so I'm okay with it.
Maybe if I get all my crown points tomorrow, maybe I can do you guys up there for the Warhammer store.
I might want to see if they're open Saturdays, because there's one weird day that they're closed, and I think it's Saturdays.
Close Monday.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh,
Heck, either way.
at the card shop, we had a 40k limit the other day. A lot of people came in with that rock.
Yeah, let's see that little energy shield block a scorpion bullet.
Let's
Everyone's
see
loving
here.
that rock,
No,
right?
they're open
I mean, I
Saturday.
feel like-
They're closed
Okay.
Monday, Tuesdays.
With
Okay.
That is.
I did say it was weird days.
I mean, it's either people just getting in and the fact that the boxes were common for a while, or just people happen to play Necrons. Because I mean, honestly, in tournaments like that, it's mostly just what people happen to play, because boxes are fucking expensive. Very few people try to metagame at anything other than major tournaments. It's fucking hard to metagame when a fucking army is worth like
Ow.
$400.
Yeah, isn't that how you get it now? It's you get them in like army kits now with all the
You've
points
always
got it.
you've always gotten them in army kits.
I know, but,
Just-
but I mean like I thought now because it used to
Where?
be like signals for points too.
Oh, you can still get singles, but yeah.
Oh, there you are.
What they're pushing are called
Army.
patrol boxes, or what I believe they're called.
Yeah, it's either squadron boxes or patrol boxes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I got the orc one at the game shop that no one's
Yeah.
bought yet.
Yeah,
It's a
but either way, yeah.
$200 box where you get like
Well, it's a whole army, basically.
Yeah, they weren't painted, right? Or were they? I can't remember anymore.
No, they aren't painted. You still have to.
they aren't painted and you have to build them too.
Existing for
Yeah.
100,000
God.
They
years.
still come in sprues and everything.
What use is all the power of the
Watch
universe
Fred
without
not be
someone
able
to
to make
talk
his.
to?
There's a shit ton.
He's
of them.
made all of his. He just hasn't
No, I
painted
haven't.
it. Oh no, you finished your Tau is what you did, but
Oh,
We did.
well, some of
Take
them.
your fire squadron.
No.
Why do you
No.
not take
Oh.
your fire squadron yet, Fred?
You mean it's Fire Warriors?
You know,
But
yeah.
either
What's
way.
even funny enough, I do have airbrushes and stuff here. I just need to get some paint. Frank's
That's
not
true.
doing it.
In fairness, it's actually really annoying to fucking airbrush those depending on how you have them set up and how the screws are
Let's
set up.
practice.
Well, the more the problem is, and like it is doable. I'm not saying it isn't doable, but especially when you need to paint a part of a sprue the right color, some of those sprues are fucking tiny.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
cool.
well, Halo just doesn't work.
Womp. I don't know why everyone's suddenly been having so much issues with it lately. Like, what the
I don't
fuck?
know. There was an update. I literally tried it literally like 2 days ago. It worked.
I know. I'm just gonna see if I can launch it. I mean, it's gonna be only multiplayer, not campaign, but I want to see if I can fucking launch the game just to see.
Whoa.
I mean, whatever. At least all you missed was basically the final mission, because that's like all they have left to do at this point. And if you actually tried, you could legitimately finish the game in like half an hour, right?
oh
Like,
god, yeah.
Yeah. Really give up and play Monster Hunter with me.
no.
Oh,
'Cause frankly, if he finishes the stream early, he's either gonna try and go play Gears or try and drag us into playing stupid multiplayer things in Halo.
tonight probably multiplayer.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the same with fucking if you finished early and tried to go to Gears, I was gonna be like, are you really gonna try and fight with Gears in the middle of a stream?
No,
Exactly.
no, I tempt fate enough. I don't need to make it worse.
I'm gonna definitely look at E-Day. I'm very interested in E-Day.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
You have fallen in love with that series for someone who knew nothing about it less than a year ago.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah. It's a.
I know it's a good series. I just find it
It
funny.
is,
You're
and
like,
I
"Oh,
was
this
never
rabbit is
introduced to
funny."
it.
You're almost as rabid as Fred is about it, and Fred's loved that series since he was a fucking teenager. Actually, hell, preteen, I think, is when that first came
I
out for
remember
us.
having-
Yes, I was playing it when I was when I was slightly too young.
I mean, fuck. I literally the other day pointed out the fact that one of my first video games ever was Dungeon Keeper with the fucking dominatrix fucking torture woman. And I played that when I was like 9, so...
That explains a lot. But
Solid
Not
education.
really, I'm
To
not
be
into
fair, all our childhood shows.
I know.
All I'm gonna say.
Totally spies.
it
Totally
totally-
Spies.
Fucking Kids Next Door.
Kids Next Door.
Yeah, that
Teen
one had it.
Titans.
Yeah,
Teen
but that was
Titans.
depressing.
Fucking Teen Titans.
Grossology.
with the
Yeah,
beta
but
Starfire
fucking Raven and Starfire ruined far too many people. And yeah, I can launch Halo fine.
Oh, what was that one? Fucking Sky Pilots or Sky Riders?
There's Skyriders was a show,
You know what's
but it could have
They
been
had,
several things you were thinking.
The one I'm thinking of, they had a little sidekick that reminded me almost of Daxter.
That's not as helpful as you think it is.
Yeah.
Do you not remember late 90s, early 2000s cartoons?
Yeah, I know.
That's
Everybody
not
had that
helpful.
kind of sidekick.
That's not helpful at all.
Do y'all remember like the weird CG dilemma we were dealing with like fucking Jimmy Neutron cartoons?
Yeah.
Don't remind me
Oh,
how-
roly poly
The movie
oly.
looked fine, but fucking yeah, the series itself.
Or like Code Lyoko.
Totally
Uh,
okay, that's fine.
Well,
Totally okay,
yeah,
that's
they're always
fine.
in a hurry. I think my favorite one would be reboots.
Oh, reboot.
God.
You could definitely tell early CGI and obviously the working.
Roly
I
poly
mean,
oly.
in fairness, Reboot worked with what it had, because frankly, Reboot looked right because of what time it was released at. That, like,
Also, what
felt
it was
right for-
trying to do.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
felt
they,
like
no,
inside
they
of
did.
a
They had a
90s
lot of tricks they put into it to make everything look normal. They actually did a really good job with all the tricks they did.
Well,
Dan-
yeah.
Danny Phantom.
Like, for example, they...
Danny Phantom.
Sorry, I'm
oh,
still thinking
God,
of shows
Sam.
from our childhood.
Fucking Sam ruined many, many people. And for people who like boys, Danny is still a popular choice.
Yeah,
we
Kim
were
Possible.
We need to get
Oh,
inside.
don't even
Impossible.
start with me.
Oh, she
Don't even
She
start.
go.
She
Even Kim is fine, but yeah, Shigo ruined many a person.
It got me on my goth mommy face for sure.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Not
That was kind of on
only
the tail
Disney
end,
anyone
though.
really remembers, but either way.
Well, I mean, there are reasons for that.
Avatar.
Even part. I just realized all these shows too. There's a lot of dark undertones in the comments of those shows.
Oh yeah.
Just like Timmy, like forever, whatever 10 or whatever. How old are you?
Yeah, well, that was in one of the much later seasons. To come up with an excuse for why it was still happening, they revealed that Timmy had wished to stay 10 forever.
Yeah.
And he's been 10 for something like 100 years or something equally absurd at that point.
Yeah, and then at that point, it's like, why didn't nobody know this or even say anything about it?
They did have reasons. Well, like, everyone who wasn't a fairy had no fucking idea about it. Like, it
That
would
was
just
cool.
loop
I've never
everything
seen
and
that
nobody would
before.
realize how many years had gone by. It's not until Jurgen finally, like, jumps in and deals with it that it comes up that, yeah, he's been 10 for, like, an ungodly long time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a kid with issues.
You think?
Who's the chick from Avatar? Kai Lee, I think.
The acrobat one that's on Azula's team?
Yes, that woke up feelings.
Fucking, fuck,
May.
I'm suddenly forgetting her name.
So,
As
The other one? Yeah, the other one.
That's
the fucking
that's
knife
May.
Yeah, that is May, yes. No, she was the one for me, but I've always liked the darker ones more. Kylie's fine, but she's too happy.
Yeah, I was never a huge fan of Kylie.
You know what it did for me? They literally had the anime like fucking beach episode, and I'm just like,
There's a hilarious story about that episode, by the way.
it showed too much skin. and
No,
I was
no,
like,
that's
my
not what the
nerves
funny
are
joke
tired.
is. That's not what the funny thing is. So you're right, they were all wearing pretty risque swimsuits for a children's show at the time.
which show?
Avatar: The Last
Avatar:
Airbender.
Last Airbender.
Oh, right. Okay, I was like, why does this sound familiar? Oh, that's
But,
gonna
okay,
hurt.
so the story of how that happened is even funnier. Because what they did was they wanted to use those suits from the beginning, but they knew perfectly well if they proposed those suits, they would never get through the censors. So what they did was drew them in even more skimpy swimsuits that they'd never fucking get away with. And when the suits went, no, you gotta cut that back, they're like, well, we've got these suits.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
that's actually
Funny
an old
enough,
practice.
that's not the first time big places.
No,
have done
lots
that.
of people have done
Lord.
that. That's a very common
I
thing
think my
to do.
favorite one is fucking girls or Motley Crue.
Mm.
Same idea, just like the like outrageous, just terrible, something that should never be on TV. And then
Oh,
and
God.
then like this is art. This is number 2. Like they took it.
Yeah, no, it's really funny when you do that on purpose. Cause yeah, no, you're right. That's a very common way to get stuff past the thing. You intentionally give them something terrible, and then they,
In perspective, this is bigger.
yeah, you give them, and frankly, life advice if you ever are in a situation at a job where you ever have to give something, that works with just about anything. Give them the too stupid answer first. And especially if you have the kind of managers who feel like they have to put their 2 cents in, give them a terrible idea you'd never go with, and they'll be like, no, that's terrible, you have to fix that, and then you give them the answer you
Yeah,
actually
what's even
wanted to go with.
funnier is when they actually do say yes to
I
those
know,
terrible
and that's
ideas.
true, and that happens in shows too. There's several cases that they've been like, wait, this isn't what we actually wanted to do.
Messes with them. It's like, wait, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, no, it can.
You weren't supposed to say yes. You were supposed to be smarter than this.
Yeah, no, it can backfire. But it works a lot of the time. It works a surprising amount of the time. It's just occasionally, yeah, you have the idiots who are like, yeah, that seems like a good idea, and you're like, wait, no!
All I'm gonna say though is that like my 11-year-old brain couldn't take it when I was a little kid. I was like,
No, that's fair. That was a hell of an episode.
It's all I know.
Really, I didn't feel like that.
I've got a shit ton of other shows from that timeline running in my head right now.
dude,
I'm sorry.
what was the weird ass like Canadian spy show? Totally Spies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we already mentioned, yeah. Also, by the way, it's not Canadian. It's French.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Either way, we have to address it because
Wrong
No,
French,
I know.
Hayes.
I was just being particular because it's the same people who made Martin Mystery, which is a French comic book.
I'm just
Holy
saying,
fuck, I forgot about Martin Mystery.
it's so many weird
Diana from Martin Mystery
weird
fucking
episodes.
was also one of the originals. And I still love the story behind why it always feels like Diana and Martin are fucking flirting with each other. Despite the fact that they're
What
supposed
the
to be
fuck?
siblings, is because in the original comic books they are
Drive.
dating.
Stupid motherfucker.
But then they made them siblings, but they still flirt with each other a lot, so...
Yeah, they're looking at each other saying, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, it's fucking funny.
We got a Star Wars situation over here.
Oh, right, that one. I forgot about that
I
one.
don't want to
Well,
talk
you
about
can
it.
always approach the left side on your tank.
Yes.
That actually makes that easier, thank
I
you.
was looking up cases of the same thing where they did what
Also,
they did in
if you
Avatar.
grapple to your tank,
You'll
it
get
will
in the
automatically put you in driver's seat.
Oh.
And also, you can change your driver's position.
I fucking forgot about that, but yeah, I was looking up more lists of where they did that to the censors, and one I love is Adventure Time. There's one episode where Jake and Finn get like completely stripped down, like fucking Jake gets completely furless, and Finn
Really?
loses everything but his hat. The version they threw at the censors to distract them was Finn's was just covered up by nothing but a beaver, and what they got away with was getting him covered up by wood instead.
It,
God damn it.
I love it.
What you're getting out there?
Yes, because I'm getting something.
I think of something else.
Total Drama Island.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Total Drama Island just got away with goddamn everything, honestly.
Foster home for imaginary friends.
Oh yes.
Oh God, yes.
There, I was surprised no one brought that up yet.
Recess.
Not that much as things went, but that was
No.
that was an actual.
But
Disney
yeah,
show,
same
so.
thing. Like Foster Kid, the home thing, dark undertones, like fucking everything.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, but in
Dexter's
fairness, it makes sense when
Laboratory?
you-
It all makes
Dexter
sense. It's
Laboratory.
just like where your
Well,
children go.
well, I know, but in fairness, its made point is the imaginary friends only get there if they're abandoned, like once they're not needed by their kid. But then they also examine why kids make up the imaginary friends in the first place. So
I'm
a
gonna,
lot
Yeah.
of them have surprisingly dark backstories of why somebody made them up.
I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna be man enough to admit when there was the episode with Frankie like going out
Oh
and
yeah.
like they load her up and like put her in this nice dress. Like my young brain couldn't take it either. I was like, that was another like young crush.
Was I the only one here that had 0 response?
Sorry,
The
what?
one that he's saying he never did anything. Cartoons never did anything for him.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
do
'cause
that.
It was mostly
more
just like-
concerned. I was more concerned with the underbelly stuff. Like, it's like, how is this a children's show?
I won't lie. Now I'm okay, but when I was younger, I was such a fucking degenerate.
I was a
For me, it was
degenerate then,
mostly
and I
just
was
like, huh, I kind of like this. But that was about it.
no, I would say roughly the same. I mean, in hindsight,
I
a
don't
lot
know
of my
what I'm
stuff
going.
was shaped by what I watched, but I didn't think about too much back then.
Yeah.
But now I'd be like, right.
Yeah,
I
That's probably
wonder
why I had a lot of these discussions because most I had to bring up it. It's like they're all looking at something else. I'm looking the other direction.
Eh.
Alright.
Honestly, I spent a
Oh.
lot of my time watching Treehouse, Zaboomafoo.
I
The
Um,
Boomafu was a great
And the
show.
Crabs
It was Ants in Your Pants,
Fancy
Fuck,
Pants.
Bear in
I
the Big
forgot
Blue
it.
House.
Faster than you, why?
yeah.
Because
I
I'm on
fucking
fire.
I
But
forgot
that
about
doesn't matter.
I forgot about my favorite getting past the censors ever, and it's still what the original version of what South Park's movie was.
Yeah.
Because originally they wanted to call it South Park to Hell and Back, which, if you remember the movie, makes perfect sense. But they weren't allowed to put hell in a movie title. So
I thought this was dead.
they jokingly proposed South Park, bigger, longer, uncut. And the censors just were like, yeah, that seems fine. And then fucking Trey
Uh-oh.
and Matt were just like, wait.
What?
Yeah, they're just like, you're actually letting us go with that?
Alright, fuck it.
Yeah, they just went, okay, sure, whatever. Because,
Another
yeah,
good-
they intended it as a joke.
Might
'cause
want
they
to
were just like,
downship there, but
I did.
Another good cartoon show when I was a kid. Edda and Eddie. That shit was gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goo-
that's so-
Goosebumps.
Oh.
Goosebumps was good.
Goosebumps was good.
Uh,
no.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yep.
Funny
Yep.
story, a lot of people don't remember, because a lot of people complain about people trying to take shows off TV now. Both Goosebumps and Tales from the Crypt nearly got ripped off TV like 13 times because of people trying to sue the goddamn companies making them. They're like, you're ruining our children's childhood, and they'd be like,
Johnny Bravo.
Anyway,
Johnny
let me
Bravo.
just-
God, Johnny Bravo should never have been aired.
No.
East Coast, Coast to Coast.
Oh, mama.
Yep. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I will
Yeah.
honestly admit, as much as I have seen it, I rarely saw it when I was younger, but that's because we rarely had like premium cable to see American channels, and Courage never aired on Canadian channels.
I've got
yeah, no, it was on White TV.
I've got two
If it
right
was
now
never
that
what
I
I
don't
watched.
know if anybody would remember.
Shaw Communications Company.
But either way, what really?
Hey Arnold,
Hey,
No, I
Oh
watched
God,
it.
yeah.
and
early
it
SpongeBob.
was something the Corduroy Bear.
Oh, I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, because it wasn't Paddington.
No, I know what you're
Little
referring to.
Bear.
I just don't
I'm thinking
remember
of
the
Little
name.
Bear.
But no, what I was gonna say is, duh, I know fucking Hey Arnold. It's famous for being the fucking cartoon with the Christmas show where fucking it's revealed the fucking neighbor actually lived through the goddamn Vietnam War and fucking sent his daughter out during the siege of
Saigon.
Thank you, Saigon. I was having a moment there. Hey Arnold was insane. Fucking Helga's mother was a goddamn alcoholic.
Yeah.
But it sounds
Hey.
like normal life.
Well, yes, that was the point. Hey Arnold was never a show that it portrayed itself as goofy, but intentionally wasn't. That was the point.
It had real life value.
Yeah, no, well, that
Arthur.
was the point. It portrayed itself as goofy, but always kept itself grounded instead. It made itself off the weirdness between what it portrayed itself as and what it actually was.
and this is why I say this, and some people think like Cameron, no, that's not right. Hey Arnold was the kid version of King of the Hill for that reason. To me,
Yes.
because
No, that's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah, that's fair.
I still think King of the Hill is one of the best adult. I stretch it.
Whoa.
Most of it is. There's some bad seasons here and there, but I would say as the whole, it is a classic for a reason.
Oh, I love it.
Now, I never personally watched this one, but Bridget did because it was on Teletoon Retro. Madeline.
No of it.
I never watched it.
Don't know. Just no, really.
What was it, Darlene? What was that weird show on MTV, Darlene? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Darlene was a thing for a while. It only lasted one season, if I remember quite correctly, but yeah.
I never watched it. I didn't know if it was.
How about
any-
Mona the Vampire? Anybody remember that one?
Nope.
Yeah.
I feel like I know the name, but I haven't watched it.
I remember that. It was alright.
It was weird.
Is the one you were thinking of literally just called Corduroy? 'Cause
It might have
I
been
know
just
Lana.
Corduroy Bear.
Give me half a sec. If you can tab out for a second without fucking yourself up.
I'm on display capture, so if I do it, it's gonna show everything.
Fair. Well, look at that later, because that
Little brown bear and blue corduroy overalls.
green corduroy.
Or
overall,
sorry,
but
yes, yeah.
Sorry.
No,
that is
that's
probably What
okay.
you were thinking of.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all remember that? Hey, it's Franklin.
Oh yeah. How about Caillou?
Wait.
Fuck
Wait,
Caillou.
no, I was gonna say that. As a kid.
Oh, Caillou.
Yeah, see.
Hey, has anybody said the Powerpuff Girls yet?
No.
No, but Powerpuff Girls was good.
How about Arthur?
Yeah, actually, that show
Little
was
bit.
actually it was actually wrapped.
Oh, did it finally end?
It's done.
I knew it was
Shit,
still
took it
going
long
until
enough.
recently, but I didn't remember if it actually ended. Oh, yeah, it ended
I
in
actually
2022.
I watched a lot of Blue's Clues when I was younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm impressed at the show. Just
How many
kept
of this?
going.
How many?
Yeah.
Arthur made it 25 seasons.
Jesus. That's
it was
impressive.
the second longest running animated series in the country after The Simpsons,
Simpsons.
but it eventually finally got passed by South Park.
I like
Yeah.
how I'm more invested in this conversation. I haven't even started a hunt. I have this hunt queued for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We're in the middle of a mission, but we've been so busy talking about these shows.
So, yeah.
Now, the one that everybody avoids because this dude needs to get shot, Barney.
No, Caillou was worse.
No,
Caillou was worse.
no, Barney was not.
Fair. I mean, I watched Teletubbies, so I didn't really watch a lot of the other two.
I honestly, I'll be entirely honest, a lot of the really, really young kids ones I never truly watched. Honestly, well, it's even a bit old for me. No, the first like real children's show I actually remember is Mr. Dress Up.
Ooh, what was it? Dragon's Tail?
Jesus.
Y'all remember?
Oh,
I didn't have to
yes.
watch Dragon Tales, but-
Thundercats.
Dragon's Tail.
I still have the double-headed singing doll of Zeke and Mimi.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
That way.
I
Yeah,
had,
Mr.
I got a
Dress Up
little.
it was okay.
I would say it was quite good. I mean, he
I don't-
literally worked with Mr. Rogers back during.
Yeah, I know. That's why he made that show. But,
Really
Yeah.
love Rogers.
Yeah, well, Mr. Dress Up was our equivalent to Mr. Rogers, the same kind of.
I hated Thomas the Tank
Children
Engine.
Tale Forever.
He scared me.
yeah, that famous. Yeah.
Fucking, and most people don't know how dark the actual books are because a lot of people have never actually read the Thomas the Tank books. Thomas the Engine, but yeah, either way. So either way.
Daria. How about Daria? Anybody remember Daria?
He
Yeah.
mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, Daria.
It was good, but it didn't last very long. I think it was what, 2 seasons?
5.
Was it 5? Oh yeah, you're right. 1997 until 2002. I thought it was slightly shorter than that, but
Did
fair.
anyone like really watch Phineas and Ferb?
Yes.
Yes.
Just making sure. It wasn't a bad one.
I mean, it was like their most successful series past Kim Possible. And even getting in the same sentence as Kim Possible is damn near impossible because nothing has ever gotten the ratings juggernauts that Kim Possible was. Kim Possible was so successful, it successfully got uncancelled by Disney. Do you know how many shows have ever pulled that off? Because the answer is literally none of them other than Kim Possible. Disney has never uncancelled a show it has cancelled.
I did like the Proud Family though too.
That
fair.
recently got a new series, but it wasn't by Disney. I don't remember who's going to be doing
Yeah, I don't know.
it.
No, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the same people that brought back Samurai Jack, was it?
No. Oh no, it actually was Disney in that case, right? It was a Disney Plus revival. But yeah, the Proud Family, louder and prouder.
Did we ever bring up Rugrats?
Oh yes, I have the Rugrats movie on VHS.
Rugrats was good. Now, the real question is, as good or not good as it was, whether your opinions like it or not, does anyone remember the sequel series, All Grown Up?
I remember
I
it.
hated it.
Yeah.
And most people hated it. That
we all
statement
hated
doesn't
it.
surprise me at all.
I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I think the
It
biggest thing
had
that
a
killed it for
rare
me was
few
when they
good
brought the
episodes.
psychotic
I
baby
will
in when
say
he
this
was.
right now. The show on the whole sucked. There were a rare few good episodes, especially in the last season.
Fair.
They
The
murdered.
first season fucking sucked, though. They didn't know what they were goddamn doing at all.
Yeah, well, someone told me to do it. Dexter's Laboratory. Everybody?
He mentioned that earlier. He mentioned
Did he?
Dexter's Lab earlier, yep.
I know I said it before, but early SpongeBob episodes are still gold.
Yeah, yeah, but I
Early
didn't want to say that though
SpongeBob
because I'm pretty sure SpongeBob's still going.
It is.
It
Pinky
is.
and the Brain.
Oh god.
Oh
Pinky and the Brain.
God.
So,
Pinky and the Brain.
Animaniacs.
Can I say a story real quick? When I went to visit my sister,
Narf. Sorry, I
recently,
had to.
she was asking like her husband, like, so what are we gonna do today? And I was just like, what we do every day, try and take over the world. And my sister paused and looks at her husband and looks back at me and goes like, see, I told you it's my brother.
but yeah, no, SpongeBob will never fucking die.
What
but-
happened? What happened? Where'd you go? Oh,
I died.
but yeah, Animaniacs.
These are-
Oh,
Animaniacs,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh god.
Looney Tunes Mini Adventures.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know why, but the one that really, I don't know, I really liked it was Freakazoid. Anybody remember Freakazoid?
yes.
I remember the
Yeah.
name, but
And
I
the
don't
Candle
remember.
Dude, Candle Jack became an internet meme for years because the people would always joke about them kidnapping Candle Jack kidnapping them if he said his name.
Okay,
Yeah, but wasn't it only like
Season,
It was-
literally a singular season.
yeah, it was like only
It was like 8 episodes and then it disappeared.
Fred.
I feel like there's gonna be a people like this.
no, actually I just googled it here, but yeah, apparently Freakazoid made its way into Teen Titans Go.
It did. It had a weird crossover, but you were gonna say his.
The Batman animated series.
Then
Yeah.
Which
one?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. All the Batman animated
True.
series were good.
Yeah.
They're all
Bat-
split in
Just
different
Batman
ways.
Beyond.
Batman Beyond.
That's
Yeah.
Batman Beyond is the best one. In my opinion.
Batman Beyond is really, really good.
Oh no, Freakazoid was 2 seasons.
Oh, it was 2? I thought it was only 1. But either way, it did not
4
last long.
episodes.
Yeah. Well, I will say Batman Beyond on the whole is probably my favorite. Batman the Animated Series probably has the best individual episodes.
Oh,
There are some
oh,
particular episodes
just-
of the animated series.
watch
that
out.
just really are.
Yeah, there's a reason I was
I just remembered
pointing
one.
backwards.
The Wild Thornberries.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
With the
Yeah.
fucking little kid that was like,
yeah. Nigel
The fact that
Thornberry.
Amanda has that as one of her
Do,
alerts.
do you know who is doing that voice? Because it's someone. There's a fucking who it actually is.
if it's Seth Meyers,
No.
Now, give me a sec. I want to make sure I am correct.
What
about
did I
who
do
did
to
this.
you? Oh, jeez, he disappeared.
Chandler, I'm gonna nut.
No, it's Flea.
Lee.
Promote the plea?
Like Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No.
Yeah. what
Oh,
about him?
jeez.
He's Donnie Thornberry in the Wild Thornberries.
Who plays
that's
Nigel?
No
awesome.
wonder I love that show. I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. It all
Cause a bunch. Okay, so. So the person who did Eliza is not too famous, but she has gotten roles over the years. It's Lacey Chabert.
Oh, I know that name, yeah.
UNSC can move
Uh,
towards this part of the
Darwin the
road in the next 20
Monkey
months.
was Tom
And
Kane.
we just lost some long-held
Really, you haven't watched Cowboy
territory.
Bebop,
You
have
could
you?
single-handedly
Not yet. It's on my list.
yet.
I'm getting close to it, though.
I'll get there. The older sister, Debbie, was Danielle Harris.
Wait a second. There's a Netflix live action.
Still
Yeah.
have Deacons left to find before the.
Yeah, the guy who played
Oh.
Harold from Harold and Kumar does it, I believe.
Famously, Sir Nigel Thornberry was Tim Curry.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, that's who did it. That was Tim Curry. And the least famous of the bunch is honestly the mother's voice actress, who is Jodie Carlisle.
Yeah, I don't know that name.
Yeah,
I
you
do
will.
not know if this will work.
I can already see what you're going to try. Do it.
Emperor Palpatine. That shit.
Oh yeah, their grandmother was Betty White.
Answer is yes.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
You're
their
right.
grandmother was Betty White.
That's amazing.
Their grandfather was Ed Asner. He's more known for his live action stuff, and if you're not old enough, you probably wouldn't. Although his most recent role, you would actually know, he is Carl Fredricksen from Up, the old man.
Yeah, okay. That's why that name's not... Oh, hi, Dad.
Nigel's
Hello.
father, so their other grandfather, is also Tim Curry. Nigel's mother is Lynn Redgrave.
They're not cartoons, but I just thought of two that were from the 90s and early 2000s. Boy Meets World and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch I watched a fuck ton of.
I
Not
watched
too much
a
Boy
lot.
Meets World, but I watched a lot of Sabrina.
I will admit I watched a lot of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, I actually...
fair.
I did, but I much preferred Sweet Life on Deck just because I found it funnier.
Some people did, some people didn't. It depends on your taste, but yeah. I mean, and at the same time, of course, Wizards of Waverly Place is literally
Oh,
what made
fuck.
Selena Gomez a thing.
Yeah.
So back to Thornberry still though. Their cousin is Jonathan Taylor Thomas, otherwise known as the person who did young Simba.
Right.
That show has a ridiculous number of famous voice actors in it.
There's actor, I think it was an Oliver Company, I think had a whole power load there too.
Yes, it also had a giant pile. But yeah, no, Wild Thornberries was insane for who it pulled. I don't understand how they got all those fucking actors.
Yeah, Cheech Marine.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking...
Beach
Like,
is in a weird pile of stuff.
I remember Fred saying like earlier that Johnny
Oh my
Bravo should not
God,
have aired on
Richard
TV.
Mulligan.
I thought of another one that should not have aired on TV. Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy basically did get
That was a
ridiculous.
late night show, wasn't it?
I
It
believe so, because it was
But
on
Ren
right
and
after the
Stimpy,
Courage the Cowardly
lit-
Dog.
Literally, it died because the dude who made it was trying to make it too perverted, and then they basically booted him off. And then when he tried revealing it again, he basically revealed he was a pedophile. So the series is fucking dead now, which is good. The dude who made Ren and Stimpy was a nutbag.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
I getting
brainfarting
stuck
on his name, but oh, what did I manage to do?
I
How
think it
did
was
I-
Ben something.
Who remembers Monster Farm?
No, vaguely. No, yeah, John Crickfalsey.
Fred, what did you
What
do?
is it? Rocco's
Crip
Rocco's
Policy.
I'm
Modern
trying to
Life.
get in there.
Oh
but
yeah,
not
Rocco's Modern
working.
Life. Yeah.
That was good. I watched a lot of iCarly too. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of live action shows too.
The Big Comfy Coach.
Little bit, but not too.
Hey, Willie,
Huh.
I need you to hear. So, do you remember Blue's Clues?
I watched a shit ton of it.
Okay, so which one? Like
The original.
the Steve?
Yes.
Wasn't he
I
a
mean,
drug
in
dealer?
fairness, both hosts were fine. I'll say this right now: both hosts were fine.
Okay, so
Two of them were drug addicts, weren't they?
No, as far as I
No.
know, all the Blue's Clues hosts are still.
no, he had health problems though. Can't
Yeah,
remember
but I
what.
mean, none of what they did was like bad things. Is the easiest way to phrase it, because
What kids show thing I'm talking about?
there's a number that have. But so the original was Steve Burns was the original. He's still completely fine. He still
So-
does stuff.
So don't forget, Steve is married to the Comfy Couch.
Oh
Already-
shit!
I
Yeah.
don't remember if he still is. But,
Oh, you didn't think about that, did you?
No.
Yeah.
but yeah, the original, was Steve Burns. The second host, was Joe, and actually that's the last one I think about because I don't know.
I do vaguely remember Joe, but I much preferred Steve.
No, that's fair. But his is Donovan Patton, and he's done lots about that since then. So,
I got because I don't remember who it was earlier said Tales of the Crypt. Do you guys remember Are You Afraid of the Dark?
yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Our Beetlejuice TV show.
Yeah. I mean, an obvious one was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well,
Oh god,
but
the poor kids.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Weird.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is technically not a kids show.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like,
but
yeah, they point-
I'm just looking
he
at the
points-
timeline.
He points his finger at him like it's a gun.
Yeah, like I'm just looking at the timeline. It's just a coincidence that most of the ones we've named have been kids shows.
True.
Weird for kids.
But I mean, if you want strictly
Redwall-
kids shows, then the
Redwall,
Magic
I
School
think?
Bus.
Do you remember Redwall?
Redwall. Good series. Good series.
No, I don't
Mouse.
actually. I think
It's-
that might
it's
be
a-
one of
it's
the
a
ones
book
I don't
series.
know.
It's a book series along with being a TV show.
Fred, what the hell are you shooting at?
Enemies?
I don't see anything over there.
Nah. Who here got traumatized by their parents not knowing what Watership Down was?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
we don't have to talk about that, please.
And on a slightly less traumatizing, but also liable to scare a child who watched Secret of NIMH when they were really young.
Yes.
Wait, how about Dudley the Dragon?
Little bit, but not much.
My brother watched more Deadly than I did.
Yeah,
Um,
and then I was thinking about it. It's like
I do remember
What about,
Dudley, but I
like,
didn't
it-
watch
it-
it.
it's like how
It's
much is
too
how much of this is a drug?
Huh?
Also, the never-ending story is pretty dark too, if you think about it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
but
if
isn't
you
the
think about
Neverending
it, it's
Story
very dark
80s?
on purpose. Huh?
Isn't the Neverending Story from the 80s?
The movie.
This is gonna go terribly wrong!
I'm trying to remember when the movie came
Oof.
out. But either way, Neverending Story, the book is much.
Oh,
worse
yeah,
than
yeah, I-
Neverending Story. Oh my god.
How?
You know what? What's really bugging me now? I'm trying to remember the stupid TV
Really,
show
Fred?
too.
Unclaimed
Give me
funds.
a
Bad.
sec.
I did say it was going to go wrong.
So the first Neverending Story movie came out in 1984. The last one came out in 1994.
Okay, I was thinking of the first one. Yeah.
Almost everyone
Uh,
thinks of the first one.
There's also Rupert, Bananas
Oh,
in
fucking
Pajamas.
I don't
Oh,
remember that
God.
one, but I do remember Rupert.
I hate coming down the stairs. How about the Magic School Bus?
Did anyone? Oh well, of course.
Yeah.
That. Did anyone ever fucking watch Babar?
Yes, Babar the Elephant Prince.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sticking around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rare one to bring up.
Oh, really?
Another obvious one, DuckTales.
You know
Maybe,
Babar's
I
still
will
going.
still stand. Yes. But I was going to say.
different narration.
Yeah, I know. But what I was going to quickly say is, if people still haven't watched the revival of DuckTales, you fucking should.
I have not.
Do so. It's good. My only advice to you is, double check if you watch it on like Disney streaming services, which is where it is officially on.
Oh wow, you can actually watch a full episode sticking around on YouTube.
Yeah.
So-
but what I was going to say is, if you do watch the DuckTales revival, double check the production order, because a lot of places did them in the wrong order, like they were aired in the wrong order from their production order, and they were very obviously meant to be broadcast in a different order than they were. I think Disney does it correct. I think they, after everything aired, they reordered it into the actual production order, but be careful about that.
Well,
Yeah,
I've got
now I'll get to see-
three in my head that my sister watched a lot of that I fucking hated. Angela Anaconda,
Okay.
Braceface, and
I
what
know
about
of it, but it's-
yeah? What about Mimi?
Also, no, the only one of the three I actually watched was Angela Anaconda, and honestly, it gets more hate than it deserves. It's you have to
Oh,
have a
sticking around actually made
as
it
a-
to Fox Kids. I didn't know that.
yes, but like it is a weird show, but honestly, I understand why people didn't like it. Weird art style, and it has a strange sense of humor. But honestly, once they got their feet under them, it's actually pretty good.
Did somebody say Little Bear already?
Although, just about everyone who's not Canadian, because I'd hazard a guess, Hayes doesn't know what Angela Anaconda is, unless he saw Digimon the movie, where it had the pre-show to it. Which, funny story, they would later take that pre-show, rip everything Digimon out of it, and turn it into an actual episode of Angela Anaconda.
Okay, I gotta take the cake with this one because I just thought of it because my dad was actually the one that turned me onto this, and I know he's watching right now. Beavis and Butthead.
Oh,
TP from my bunghole.
I am California.
Yeah, there you go. I was about to make the cornholio, but he beat me.
I'm still trying to figure out how many seasons stick around had.
Enough.
2.
Enough.
Do you think we can invade Iraq?
That was a good show, man.
It
What,
was.
Beavis and Butthead? Yeah.
It was. I know that it started in the 80s, but it didn't end until the mid 90s, so I gotta say it. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Because I watched
I
a
will-
fuck ton
Okay,
of
I'm
that.
gonna make myself extraordinarily. I'm going to make myself extraordinarily unpopular here. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like the '80s show as much as I like the 2000s one.
That's fair. Honestly, when the 2000s one came out, I did kind of switch over to that one. But before that, I watched the original.
I have watched the '80s one, but I will stand. I like the more serious one of the
80s.
2000s than the '80s one.
You
How
guys
about
got even stronger stance and say I just wasn't a big TMNT kid. So.
I mean, not everybody was.
How about
fair.
Cat Dog? Anybody remember Cat Dog?
Oh God,
Dog
no!
was
Please,
fucking
no!
unhinged. Cat Dog-
No,
Cat Dog-
Dog.
I legitimately was. I am 100% convinced through and through that Cat Dog was made by somebody on drugs.
I was gonna say somebody smoked a lot of fucking acid before they wrote that show.
Or was a very cruel individual growing up.
Cat Dog was bizarre, and it did not last very long because
For
it was
good
so fucking
reason.
weird. Cat Dog was strange. Actually, it lasted longer than I thought it would. 1998 to 2005, 68 episodes.
Yep.
If we make it off this
That's
ring,
alright.
it'll be useful. I doubt this.
I mean,
And
It only ran for one season back in the late 90s, but the Pippi Longstocking show?
What was
Yeah,
that weird Cartoon Network series that was like the two? Was it Yumi Yumi and something else? It was like this weird.
Oh,
anime-
is that the sushi? The sushi one?
No, it was two anime girls that looked like fucking paper mache, and like it was a Cartoon Network series, and they were supposed to do like rock concerts, and they looked kind of like.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
Oh,
what yeah,
fuck,
because they're actually are.
It was like
people.
Yumi Yumi and something else. You know,
Yeah.
it was a weird one.
Puffy Emma Yumi. Puffy Emma Yumi.
Oh, fuck yeah, fair.
That was
Another
weird.
beacon?
Yeah, it was. Also, I mean, we kind of passed by it a long time ago, but we only vaguely mentioned Samurai Jack, which of course was so fucking popular. It
Yeah.
finally finished over a decade later.
Thank
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
you.
I was thinking of saying that earlier.
Did anyone watch the one season of Mega's XLR?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, it's a bit
But
young for all of us, but
was
the various
actually
Ben
was
10s.
Puffy Emma Yumi an actual?
Yes.
In
like
Japan?
a chunk of the Ben 10s.
I basically made it to Ultimate Alien and then fell off, but I didn't hate anything I watched. Some people are like, Ultimate Alien was terrible. I'm like, it wasn't bad.
Zach, can you help me for a second? Because like, it was the weird animated series. It was about a family that hunted cryptids. That was great.
Oh, I know exactly what you're referring to, and I cannot. Also,
Which one, sorry?
The exact name of the
Which one, sorry?
the one about the family. They wore like the orange jumpsuits and they hunted cryptids.
It was awesome.
Oh, fuck. I thought that was literally called The Cryptids.
No, it was named after what the family was. But also to the one you were naming,
Yes.
Willie, I'm pretty sure it was Hi Puffy Ami Yumi.
Let's get
Hi,
was,
that was
uh,
it. That was it. Yep.
Does anyone remember? I'm brain farting on its name right now, and I'll try and think of the one you're thinking of. Did anyone watch? It would have been on. I think it aired on Teletoon for us in the early 2000s. It was a parody of anime stuff where a cartoon like went to Japan and joined an anime studio, and it was fucking stupid.
Oh,
I can't remember
fuck.
its name for the life of me.
Cap and Mikey?
Yes, thank you. It was Kappa Mikey. Thank you.
Yeah, it was very stupid.
It was very stupid, but weirdly entertaining despite it.
I mean, another obvious one, Pengu and Bill Nye the
Oh,
Science
God.
Guy.
God.
Wait. You watched wait. Which Pangu? Was it actually like animated or was it like
Claymation.
Yeah, the old stop
Yeah, like
motion
the
claymation.
claymation.
You know, I used to watch that in French because there actually was French words.
Well, yeah, because it was a French show originally.
Yeah, and I used to watch it in French growing up. I used to understand what the fuck it used to mean, but now I don't know.
That's
Hey.
exactly why I watched it, because I was going to French immersion, so that was one of the ways I practiced.
It wasn't French immersion. I just lived in Ottawa.
No, well,
Well,
fair.
yeah, and if you live in Eastern Ottawa, Franglish comes up.
It's like
But what I was going to say, Hayes, Secret Saturdays.
Oh,
Yes.
That's what you were thinking of. And I was also going to say, though, before we got sidetracked by that, by the same people who made fucking Ben 10 during the last season, Generator Rex was surprisingly good.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, we haven't really touched on the superhero ones yet, so X-Men and Spider-Man.
Yes, I will still stand the best Spider-Man show is the one that cruelly got cut short, Spectacular Spider-Man.
That's fair. It was a good one. I liked the Spider-Man from the '90s, but Spider-Man was the first superhero I ever really heavily got into.
I didn't say Spider-Man from the 90s was bad. I just think Spectacular Spider-Man is the best.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, thanks to Biggles for reminding me that. I'll keep your second prayer, Batman. Yeah, that was Terminal
also-
Kids.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was like, oh, who put that in there?
So I guess as an obvious one, as we get newer and newer and we got older and older, who here actually watched all of Justice League?
Which one? Justice League,
And
Justice League Unlimited, or JLA from the '60s?
No,
Because
Justice
I've
League
watched
and
them all.
Justice League Unlimited.
I watched them both.
Who watched Duck Dodgers?
Yes.
I did.
I can't remember too much. I do remember that.
But who watched Static Shock?
Me.
I
Who-
did.
Yeah.
I'm one
I
of the
didn't
people who
watch
knows
it, but
about
I
the
knew
comic
of it.
book it's based off of.
Right? Thank you.
Well, what was it? I think it was called.
I still find it deeply hilarious. That's one of those many shows where during the 90s,
I went
the
the wrong way.
creators were trying to hide their very, very blatantly gay character in the only ways they could because they couldn't make him openly gay at the time. Because Gear, Static's best friend, is gay in the comics. Always was.
He is gay.
Yeah, but they basically had to hide it as much as they could in a 90s cartoon, and even a lot of people even back then were like, you aren't making that very subtle, are you?
Well, subtle enough to pass.
Yes.
Like there was three separate episodes where like girls were like trying to get to like say a date for him, and he was like, nah, I need to focus on my machines.
Well, and he always mentioned, yeah, I like girls, and word of God, like the writers were just like, he's technically straight because this is a 90s kid cartoon, but you all know what he is in the comics. You all know.
It was like Moon Knight.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh shit! You're done. Oh.
Yes, I've been hunters.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was wondering where the hunter sound was coming from.
Whatever.
If there's anything else
Well-
I'm really thinking of.
I bid everybody good night.
Oh, you
Okay.
gotta go.
See you, Donnie.
Well, yeah, Tammy will open, so I gotta.
Oh, of course. Oh, right, because that's why you got a ticker. Oh, one last one, because I don't think anyone mentioned it. Did anyone watch C-Lab 2021?
Yes.
No.
The Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I mentioned Space Ghost Coast to Coast earlier. But,
Yep.
Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, and Harvey Birdman
Yes.
the Outlaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Claim it.
God, Harvey Birdman was so strange. And so was Aqua Teen, Hunger Force. But so did
I watched Aqua Teen, not.
Oh, no, he did. Okay.
Who watched Young Justice, the like semi spin-off of the Justice League?
The relatively new one, the like 2010s. Yeah, I've watched it.
Oh yeah, I guess that was. Hey, it's not as old as I think.
Yeah, no, Young Justice is relatively new and it's good.
It
It's
is.
had some bad bits, but it's good overall.
Yeah, but the other good bits made up for it.
Yes.
I'm gonna be a degenerate again. The Martian girl in there. Definitely neural.
I mean,
Fair
yeah.
Fuck. Shit, I'm brain
Wait,
farting because
really?
it has a really
Now
long
you leave me,
title,
Fred?
But,
Clear and vanished. Stay that way.
give me half a sec. Did anyone ever watch My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Yes.
Yes.
Just like that, this fob is ours.
Yes.
Oh no. Fred,
What are you going
What?
with this?
you did
No,
that
nothing in
tack.
particular,
You
just
did
think if
that
anyone
tack
had
map
watched it.
thing while I was
This is curious.
grappling up a wall, and now I'm stuck in the wall.
I watched something and they're like, what's with Teenage Robot?
What did he learn?
What got you going?
Why can I still grapple things?
A queen robot chick.
Oh.
That's what did it for you?
Har.
I'm stuck. It won't even let me grapple through the top of it. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. Grenade. Really? That didn't kill me.
There was a recent
There.
Disney animated show that really hit the bar that I really enjoyed watching.
There.
It was a cartoon series. What was it? The Owl House. That was good.
Oh, yeah, lots of people liked Owl House.
I like it. I thought it was
I know, I didn't say it was bad, I just said lots of people liked it. Yeah, no, Owl House was really popular when it was airing.
And then again, I'm gonna be a degenerate for a second.
Hi.
The old lady who like voices the main like witch lady, like old, like I don't know what is about her voice, but her voice just like I don't know, does something for me. Her voice
That's the wasp, right? Yeah.
I know who you're referring to, just give me half a second. I'm trying to remember her fucking voice actress.
I don't care how old she is, I would totally date her just for the voice.
But, like the owl lady herself, like Clawthorn. Wendy Malick is her voice actress.
That voice, I don't know, it does.
1950. Do the math from there.
I don't care. Still would.
There. But,
Did any of you ever watch the Donkey Kong Country show?
yes, as
Yeah.
unhinged as it was.
What was that?
What, the Donkey Kong Country show? Like, do you mean in a literal sense, or what the fuck was that show? Because it was so weird.
Keep the 3D animation of what the fuck was that shit.
Yeah, no, that show was animated by
The
Nutbags.
Hunter Bond brother.
And written by Nutbags, let's be real here.
They're two of the most dangerous hunters known to the UNSC. Watch your back.
I don't think there's any other. Man, we really just had all the big ones.
Yeah.
What was that? There was another one that came around Secret Saturday, like late Ben 10 series. It was like
Oh my god, what the hell?
it was like a
Knock me
brother
out.
and sister who had to go to Earth because their planet was,
Oh,
and they were like robots, mechas. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I don't remember its name anymore.
That one was interesting. I wish they didn't.
Oh fuck, there was another one. Oh, I just thought of it. Little alien dude trying to take over the world.
Invader Zim.
Thank you. I always got a kick out of the two guys that were up in the spaceship whenever he'd call them and be like, oh man, he's still there?
I'm
I
trying
really
to remember which one you're referring to, though.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Ow!
And they had it was really a weird episode too because they had their robot friend or like their robot helper who looks like dressed up as like a big bulky like nerd, and like one of their teachers or even friends like came in and like fucking like worked on him and was
Ow, 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 ow.
like
Oh god, okay, this one's probably more of a... I definitely remember it airing on Canadian channels a lot, but did anyone happen to ever see Dragon Booster?
Yes.
I feel like I have.
God, that was so early 2000s, holy shit. I'm still trying to see if I can find what he's referring to. 'Cause I'm looking up some lists of some weird ones, and I'm trying to see if I can think of which one he's thinking of. Yeah, there's Braceface. Oh fuck. It was doomed to die horribly because of what it was parodying, but did anyone watch Fillmore back in the day?
Yes.
It's such a shame that it died. I understand why. Because, like...
It's such a good show.
Well, yeah,
Oh
no,
my
it was a
god,
great
I just
show,
got bitch
but it
slapped.
literally parodied, unless you were familiar with very old cop movies, you wouldn't... The first episode is a parody of Silence of the Lambs, for fuck's sakes, like...
Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked about that one.
Cow and Chicken.
Yeah.
Did anybody mention Inspector Gadget?
No.
No.
And I realized another one that I almost guarantee at least me and Fred have watched, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one from like the early to mid 2000s, Atomic Betty, if anyone ever saw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Fuck,
feel
I
like I
forgot about
have.
Atomic Betty.
If you watch Disney at the right time, The Weekenders.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why this one always stuck in my head. It played on Teletoon Retro a lot. It only ran for like 8 episodes, I think, 6 episodes. Cyber
I'm saying fuck it
6.
to those hunters.
Sorry, but what'd you say?
Cyber 6.
Yes, I know.
I
of it.
feel like I know of it.
I know of it. I don't
I don't.
remember. It very
Yeah,
well,
I
but
don't know why that one
the-
stuck in my
The
head.
fucking
That was
the woman with the panther.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, that was also relative to the one that we were just talking about. Is that
Was it? Well, because Cyber 6 is a robot, but I'm trying to think of what you're thinking of from that then. Because I'm really trying
Who
to
the
think of which one
fuck
you're
just hit me with the
thinking of.
EMP?
It's the shock rifles.
I
usually 2000?
do you think 2010s then is what you're thinking of in that case? Bionic Titan?
Yes.
I don't
Oh,
think I've actually seen
Bionicles.
it. Which, oh, Fred loves Bionicles.
I
like
know.
it, but I was never into it as much as Fred was.
Bionicles is awesome.
Bionicles
I know all
is
of the
awesome.
original Toa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But like I said, no saying it was bad. I'm not gonna. I just never had the opportunity to be as into it.
I also have so many books.
I know you still do. Hell, if we're gonna list old books in this case, I'm pretty sure Fred has, but Deltora Quest.
Don't know.
It hilarious. It got turned into an anime because it was weirdly popular in Japan.
Animorphs.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, I
But
know
that
that
series
one.
got fucked up towards the end. That series literally explores them developing PTSD from being in a war as teenagers. Those last few books get dark. But did you read
Oh
those?
yes, yes.
Okay.
I read, I believe, all of them actually when they went from Deltora Quest to the
Shadowlands.
multiple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Dragons of Deltora. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you read her other series, Rona Friend?
How about
No.
anybody remember
I
the
don't know
Toy
if I still
Castle?
have the... Sorry, what?
Anybody remember the Toy Castle?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure though my copies of Rowan Rin are buried in one of my boxes somewhere, but I should still have them.
The longest running cartoon ever, Dad, I believe, is The Simpsons still, isn't it?
I believe it is still.
Because it's still going.
The Simpsons refuses to die, and it never will.
Matt Groening just will not give in.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Right, it's not even groaning at this point. It's just they fucking do.
Pan's Labyrinth. That's kind of a kid's.
And
Wait, what is the movie with David? Bowie?
that was literally
And-
called Labyrinth. It was just called
Oh
Labyrinth.
yeah.
That was a
It's fucking famous for traumatizing people because it's fucking weird as hell.
Oh, I got one. Who remembers The Tick?
Oh,
Yes.
I haven't thought about the Tick in a long time, but yes. Also based off of a comic book.
I don't know why, but
I also remember playing the game.
True.
Yeah, I got you with that one a little while ago.
No. I mean, like, literally the tick game.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was on PS.
No, yeah.
Well, I mean, I still got you with that a little while ago, though. That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was you said, but I was like, oh, really? Well, I got 2 words for you. That game. And you just threw down the saran wrap you were holding and walked away.
I mean, you brought up the game in 2024. You deserved it.
There we go.
You deserved it. Jesus. Trying to think of.
There was always this weird...
Right. What it was we were carbon dating Jordy with internet memes.
Right.
You mean like we got when we were carbon dating Whaley with the fact that he doesn't know Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate
Yes.
Destiny?
Just one.
Let's see.
This.
I'm trying to think of some other good ones. I mean, of course, if you love Transformers, everyone watches
Yeah.
Beast Wars.
Yes.
There was this really weird one that aired on like late night TV. It was called Yvonne of the Yukon.
Yeah,
Status.
I've seen it. It's weird. Has anyone here other than me ever actually watched the Monster Rancher anime?
No.
I'm not surprised. It's an obscure adaptation of an obscure show, but it did air on Fox Kids back in the day.
Wasn't there a bunch of Mobile Suit Gundams?
Yeah, they aired Wing.
Security protocol.
Oh,
Actually,
right,
it might have
that's
been
what it was,
Toonami
Wing.
that aired it, but either way.
There was also
Ah.
the straight out Superman show.
Did anyone? Sorry to interrupt, but did anyone ever see this movie as a kid? Milo and Otis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, only like once a long time ago, but yes.
I didn't realize how dark that was until like someone.
You
told
got
me.
older.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, and also like,
Uh,
someone was like, "Oh yeah, they killed probably like, a ton of animals trying to make that movie." I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Thankfully, you can at least feel good about if you've ever watched it. I'm
Probably fine.
suddenly making sure, trying to remember if I'm thinking
Or
of the
not.
correct
Don't worry.
series. The Two Dogs and the Cat Coming Home. It was live action. Shit piss.
No, I don't think
But-
it's called that.
Har. I'm suddenly brain farting, but either way, you can feel good about that one despite it involving animals because they made sure the animals were fine in that one, despite what they did. Thank you. That's it. You're homeward bound. But what I was going to say, who here actually watched Beyblade when they were young?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched Beyblade, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Of course, Pokemon, yeah, all of them.
In the 90s,
Fucking
wasn't it
Ash Let
Red
It
and
Go
Pearl?
with Butterfree in the first season.
Made you cry.
Yes, it got everybody back in the day. Fuck.
You know,
You didn't even have the Butterfree for that long and it still hurt.
the fucking him. Like I stayed long enough for him to like when he actually like let Charizard go.
Oh, yeah. I still stand. I gotta catch up on the current. Not even Ash's stuff, like the new season Pokemon Horizons. I fell behind on it and I gotta catch up.
I don't know.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's fair, Dad. Looney Tunes has been running a long time, but it's been like a bunch of separate shows altogether,
And
though,
on
hasn't it
off.
been?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it gets canceled for so long on and off.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
Here's a
because like, sure, it started with musical melodies or whatever. The very
Right,
original
yeah,
one
back
was called.
in the 40s?
I'm asking y'all. Do y'all have Boomerang?
No, I assume you're referring to the channel or the what have you, but yeah.
Nah,
No.
no.
Give me a few minutes to tell me this full story real quick. So Boomerang was like, okay, here's the older Cartoon Network shows,
Mhm.
and a lot of it was Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, this and that.
Yeah.
But there was one that was like Looney Tunes Kids or something like that.
Yeah.
One episode that was really fucked up is that they got a hold of alcohol and cigarettes, and they aired this, and I watched it as they were just like careening and getting worse and worse, and they got into a car and then dropped off a cliff and died. And this was all like the Looney Tune Kids.
Yeah, it unhinged.
Oh,
but
isn't
yeah.
that the Tiny Toon Adventures?
Something like
We're in
that.
range of
But
Yeah,
anyway,
no,
like,
Tiny Toon Adventures is what he's referring to.
Wanted, she's renowned for her fleet.
I do vaguely remember that, because wasn't it that rich boy Maximilian or something that got all that stuff for them?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Coming up on the last week.
It depends on how you count it, because The Bugs Bunny show has aired for an absurdly long time. It's had 27 seasons with 684 episodes,
Yeah.
which still doesn't make it the longest, but it's kind of a cheat because it's a compilation show. It's
Yeah.
various Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies shorts. But yeah, no, what he was thinking of was absolutely Tiny Toon Adventures with, I'm trying to fucking remember their names. My god, why am I having such a moment here? Buster and Babs Bunny were the name too.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't know you were trying to figure out their names. Otherwise, I could have answered that for you really quickly.
Sorry, thank you. The one I was having trouble with was Babs. I couldn't fucking remember her name to save me. I was like, what was it? Unless the one he was thinking of was Baby Looney Tunes, which aired in 2001. But if he said it was old shows, then it would have had to have been Tiny Toon Adventures, because that's a 90s show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tiny Toons Adventures could get weird at times, because yeah, that had the like.
Ow! I think you hit me with your missile.
I saw that.
Related versions to all of them, because in that case it wasn't actually kid versions of them. It was usually like their nephews or the like was what they were described as.
Yeah.
Nephews
Those
and
are
nieces
hunters.
were the famous ones.
Oh my god, more of them? Well, at least they're not the myriad hunters. No sniper.
I actually forgot about that. Literally, like last year, they made a Tiny Toons show again called Tiny Toons Looniversity.
Right.
I haven't seen any of it, but I entirely forgot about it. The last one I watched was, I believe, the Looney Tunes show. Yes.
Honestly, I think some of the best Looney Tunes I've watched in recent memory was I believe it came out in 2000, what did they call it? The brand new Looney Tunes show or something like that, they called it?
It was literally thinking of.
It was the one.
Show.
It was
The one that's a sitcom.
the one where they all came out in their like top hats and stuff, dancing into the middle of the theater.
Well, there is the new Looney Tunes, which was.
That's what it
probably
was.
what you're
Yeah,
thinking of,
the new Looney Tunes show.
I think I still liked the Looney Tunes show, which was the one just before it a bit more, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean they were both good. That's the one I remember more fondly because I remember watching more of that one.
I mean, if we're going just Bugs Bunny in general, it would have been the Bugs Bunny show.
Yeah, true.
The Duck Dodgers. It only lasted 2 seasons, but who actually watched Lunatics Unleashed? The crazy superhero one?
I remember seeing some of it.
I've seen like all of it, but yeah, it did not last long.
Anyone watch Chris Go to Supergirl?
Little bit, but not much.
That's fair.
Why is that Phantom upside down?
I don't know. I see that.
Because fuck you. That Phantom wants to be upside down. How do you tell how to live its life?
Yeah, it wants to do what it is.
It does what it wants to do.
Physics speaking. What was a kid show with a bunch of gophers?
Not sure. Actually, not sure.
It was Disney. It was definitely Disney.
Not sure. Not ringing a bell immediately.
Which one?
It was where they were doing adventures with a bunch of chipmunks.
Oh, you're talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like the three chipmunks that sang?
No, are you thinking of Rescue Rangers or whatever it was actually called?
Oh, the movie. Oh, okay.
No, there was a show too.
Was there?
Yes.
Yeah, because it had like
Because I remember the Rescuers.
No, Chippendale Rescue Rangers was.
Oh, Chippendale. Okay, yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, no, that's what he was thinking of, was Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Which, hilariously, because of stupid rights things, they did show up in the DuckTales reboot, but only as a non-voice thing. It's very obviously them, but their names are never said and they're not allowed to
No.
say anything because of the extraordinarily complicated rights around that shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. You had a lot of copyright problems.
Mostly Disney's doing in that case, but yeah. Because the thing is, like, because Disney directly aren't the ones who made the DuckTales reboot, so they could only deal with
There we
with
go.
some things. So yeah, it got mildly complicated. And I will still stand though, that reboot was really fucking good. And I also find it hilarious because they re-recorded the theme song. The story of what they told the person singing it to do was sing it as if you can't believe you're singing this. He succeeded in my opinion. It's a very good version of that song.
This isn't a cartoon, but it's still from the 90s and one that I
Yeah.
still love to this day. Mr. Bean Show.
Oh, yeah. Funny story, there's only like 6 episodes of that actually.
I thought there was like 15 because it ran from 90 to 95.
Oh, you are correct. It is exactly 15. But
Oh, shit,
it's
okay.
not a lot.
No,
You're
it
exactly correct.
wasn't a lot, but it was worth it.
It was, but a lot of people, because they've seen it, like think there's a lot more of it, and it's like, nope, it's 15 episodes.
Nope, that is what you get.
I did like Emperor's New Groove TV show.
Oh, Emperor's New School.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
And I also love the movie.
Well, duh.
I mean, yeah. Anybody who
Even
had
one of the
any
most
Disney
fucked
taste
up-
loved
Who voices Kronk in that?
Patrick Warburton.
He's not even doing a voice in that case. That's
No,
just
that's
what
just
Patrick
him.
Warburton sounds like.
No, I just couldn't think of his name, but I love him.
Honestly,
Okay,
Patrick,
let us come back to this because apparently it's just not going to work.
You want me to try it?
Let's come.
It's saying enemies are close nearby.
Oh.
so it's being stupid.
Oh, wait, is
what I
there
was
something
gonna
over
say,
in
though-
this fog over here?
Love that man.
That I saw.
If Patrick Warburton has to be the only person that if you never saw his face, you'd basically picture what exactly he looks like anyways, because
Yeah, like he's got
Yeah.
he literally has the face for that voice.
he's got the voice of a big stuttering dum dum, and to be honest, he kind of looks like a big stuttering dum dum.
Yeah, but he's a very wonderful human being.
Oh,
from
he
all I know.
is. He's a cool guy.
If I was a woman, definitely.
I actually don't even know if he is married.
He should be.
That's a good question.
I'm going to look it up. He is 59 now.
Questions?
Man,
Do we need
damn.
answers to them? Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes, he's been married since 91 and he has 4 kids.
Okay, good for him.
Good on him.
We're happy.
He's not married to anyone particularly famous. He married someone he met in college.
That's fine.
Good for him.
I've hated that whole thing with Hollywood marriages where if you're famous, you have to marry someone famous. No, fuck that.
But still
Who's that
incomplete.
dude who married
more
one
beacon
chick and
and
they ended up like
must that
adopting
spire
7 kids?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dad's got a good point. Did any of us mention Inspector Gadget?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Did
said
we?
it, like, twice.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
don't remember that. We've
And,
said a lot of
what,
fucking
are you thinking of
shows.
just creators in general, though, Hayes, with the adopting a bunch of people? Because if you're thinking of like adopted a bunch, the only one I can think of is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that was it. Thank you.
'Cause that's part of what also made the fucking court case when they divorced get so fucking messy. Because both of them started accusing each other of abusing their kids.
Oh, yeah.
It got ugly.
Gotta love Hollywood.
Swear to God, it almost got to the point where the fucking, like... And which kid is this? You know what? Let's just start color coding them.
But either way, yeah. That's...
Jamal Jameson. That's fucked up. Don't record that.
Too late.
You did it yourself, but good job.
This one's name's Nancy.
You know, I can't remember who it was a while back. It might have actually been Willie, where I mentioned Ocean's 11, and they said they had never seen it.
No, I haven't. I've never seen any of the Ocean's movies, and I want
Only a
to.
couple of them are considered good, but Ocean's 11 is considered quite good. Maybe I should make you watch it one of these days, because it is a classic.
No, I mean, I've been saying for a while we could have a watch party.
Although I will say, and I will say this right now, it's famous for it. Do not think too hard about how they do the con, because it makes no sense when you start to think about it.
I mean, most Hollywood movies when it comes to cons
No,
don't.
no, but the whole movie is set up to the con, and they explain it in great detail. And then if you think about it, you'll realize there is no point when they could actually pull off the con.
Yeah.
Because
Make smack rabbits.
Because specifically, they get the bags full of money at one point, and logically speaking, they couldn't have. They just magically get the bags full of money, and you're just not supposed to think about it. It's funny because it almost makes sense, and they just missed that one moment where most people have pointed out, like,
Did that happen in the 90s?
What?
Fat Albert.
Yeah, that was a 90s.
Oh god,
That was
I
a
forgot
90s
about
thing.
Fat Albert.
I mean, didn't Norbert also happen in, or Norbit happen in the 90s
Yeah.
too?
Yes.
I think I said it before, but no one announced it or like acknowledged it. But Little Bear, anyone watch Little Bear?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
I asked earlier if that's
Willie
what you said.
did ask.
Yeah, he mentioned Little Bear. Yeah. Also, actually, though,
No,
Willie, on the subject
no.
of movies you have or haven't seen,
Yeah.
and it's actually another Brad Pitt one, which is why I remembered it.
Fight Club.
Have you seen Snatch by Guy
Oh.
Ritchie?
Snatch. Hold on, that sounds familiar. Is that
Let
the
me
one?
put it this.
Is that the one that with Morgan Freeman's in with him?
Uh,
Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman.
no.
Oh,
No. It's the one where Brad Pitt plays the Pikey, and is famously unintelligible as a
oh
result.
right,
Jason
that's
Statham.
yeah, and Vinnie Jones.
Mhm.
No,
I
I
know of it, but I
haven't
don't think
seen
I've
this
seen
one.
it.
No, I know the same thing. I know,
You know
of
of
it
it.
because Vinnie Jones is in it, and I actually really like Vinnie Jones.
You are correct. It is Vinnie Jones, but yeah.
But no, I have not seen that one.
It's considered one of his best. And actually,
yeah.
just thinking about movies of his, seen
Why-
Inglourious
oh,
Bastards.
Oh
I
yes,
have not watched the entire movie.
yeah. That's
That's a fucking shame.
that's
it's a
where
good movie.
why do you think people started calling me the Jew Bear when they figured out I was Jewish?
God damn it. But so you have seen it then?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the movie that famously got Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie together. Have you seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Own it on DVD.
I'm somehow not surprised by that.
The tension in that movie alone.
Their true
I
intentions
don't
were
think there's any
portrayed in
more
that
that are
movie legally.
super old that you probably haven't seen. So, switching to other actors that I can think of that's old movies that you might have not seen. Have you ever actually seen Lucky Number 11?
Lucky Number 11. I think so.
Well, let me put it
Give
this
me-
way. Does the
Give me a
phrase?
little bit of plot. Give me a little bit of plot.
I need to think of the best way to describe it without spoiling everything because it's a fucking.
Well,
film
what was the
noir.
phrase? What was the phrase you were gonna say?
Do you know the Kansas City Shuffle?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Long time, but
When you look on one side of when they look on one side of the river, you're on the other. But either
yeah.
Lucky Number 11 is about
No way around
he
it. We
he's
need to reach that
Slevin
spot.
moves to New York City after a week of misfortune, and he ends up tied up with two groups of thugs led by the boss and the rabbi, and it goes out from there.
Yep.
I literally can't explain anything more. I spoiled the entire movie. Lucky Number 11 is a goddamn classic, and that one does have Morgan Freeman in it. That
That's-
one has
yeah.
Josh Hartnett, Lucy Liu, Ben Kingsley, Morgan Freeman, Bruce Willis.
Oh, Lucy Liu, you just brought up a core memory. Has anyone seen Charlie's Angels?
Yes.
Yes.
Duh! My mother loved it, unreasonably.
That
But yes,
poor
I've seen
leech.
it many times. Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore? Yes.
God, Lucy Liu. Oh.
I also watched the original Charlie's Angels, like
Oh,
the TV
old
show.
Yeah, the old TV show.
Yeah, it was on the same channel that the Dukes of Hazzards played on, and Bonanza and
Oh,
Rawhide.
God. Reminding me of Lucy Liu, has anyone ever seen the unique Antonio Banderas and Lucy Liu film Ballistic X vs. Sever?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's such a weird and honestly awful movie. But
I
it's
know. But Antonio and I don't think there's many people Antonio can't work with and make it somewhat comedic and good.
entertaining despite
Yeah.
being awful. Can I honestly say I find it deeply hilarious that he still does Puss in Boots, and somehow
I know.
knows Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is an actually amazing film, and I cannot believe
I
it.
want to watch it.
I wanted to go see it in theaters. I was pissed that I didn't get to.
It's good. Like seriously, Death. Oh my god, no, best villain they've ever.
I know. I keep seeing TikToks like 2-second spurts of it, and it's like, oh.
It's really good, and we may have to set up a watch for that in some way or another because that is a really good movie.
Watch. Like I'm telling y'all, like I said it before, but you can do a Discord like.
I know, but you also the problem is depending on where you stream it from. A lot of things will watch for Discord streams and will make the player break their Discord if you
Yeah.
try streaming.
I mean, I have figured out how to get
online.
around it. That's why it says that I'm playing games on Google Chrome a lot when I
I
have Google Chrome open, because I know how to get around it. But yeah,
I know.
even then, sometimes it throws a hissy fit.
Also, I will say, as much as he can be a polarizing actor, all of the Kung Fu Men kind of movies are excellent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know my dad fucking hates him, and I'm just like, he's not that bad. He's a dork, but he's not that bad. Although, admittedly, I still find fucking Tenacious D to be hilarious. So,
I have not seen all of that one.
well, there was a TV show, but when we refer to Tenacious D,
No, the
although
movie.
the TV show is good. Yes.
Yeah,
Tenacious
no.
D and the Pick of Destiny.
Destiny.
I have never seen the show, but I have not seen all of the movie.
That's a fucking crying shame.
I know, but I have seen all of School of Rock.
Last one.
Good, but Tenacious D is better. I mean, and admittedly, I will also say this: the
This is a trap.
most known song from
Find out
the
where I am.
movie.
Trying to use me
Well,
to
okay, it's
break
one of
the
two.
deadlock.
It's either from the very end, and it's
My routines plus the
I'm
monitors.
suddenly brain farting on the
Okay.
exact name of the song, and now I'm fucking gonna drive myself over the wall. Give me half a second.
She's close. Eventually, she'll find a way.
I know the other one. I just fucking Beelzebos. Or it's the very first song from the movie, Kickapoo, are the two best known songs. And then from the TV show, the best known song was Tribute to the best song in the world.
This may just
This
be-
song sounds nothing like that song.
But
it
I'm
is a
going through everything.
tribute to that song.
This may
This
just
is
be
just
me.
a tribute, and you gotta believe it. And I wish you were there. It's just a matter of opinion. Oh god, Tribute's great. But if you haven't watched it, Willie, I need to send it to you before you go to sleep because Tribute is amazing.
Can I say something too?
Sure.
Did anyone try to watch, because it was bad for us when we were kids, but it was funny. Now it's not so much funny, but Jackass. Did anyone try to watch Jackass?
Oh, I've seen all of them.
Plenty.
Yeah, I watched it with my family repeatedly.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
yeah,
dad.
because
My
aside
dad.
from a few of the jokes, honestly, most of the jokes aren't that adult, with a few exceptions, such as the fucking balls and
Where do
and
you?
a few of the other
Yeah.
things,
Where do you think I got my education in hardcore humor and pranking? My
I
dad
still
had
can't
me
believe
watching
of all-
Jackass when I was like 6.
It's still insane to realize that of all of them, the one who's somehow come out of it best out of all of it is still Steve-O.
I know, right? I saw him when he came to Saskatoon Live here, and it was weird because he was still talking the way he used to in Jackass, but his demeanor was completely different. It's like, dude, you're making it seem like you're trying too hard, like you are an old man now with a family.
Well, yeah, and now he absolutely does. He's been sober for years now and acts positively normal in comparison. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like he was showing us a lot of unseen clips from when they were filming Wild Boys and stuff like that back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Like, he actually got into a fight with somebody in the crowd because Steve-O said outright, he's like, listen, I am a bit of an attention whore, so if anybody talks, I will kick them out. And 2 seconds later, this drunk guy in the very back of the stadium is like, woohoo, and just starts going at it. And Steve-O walks to the end of the stage, and he puts the microphone behind his back and just stares out into the crowd. And once he pinpoints the guy, he brings up the mic and he's like, that guy right there. take him out, and all of a sudden guards come in and just walk him out of the stadium. And we were like,
I mean-
Jesus, we made it 2 seconds into the show.
I mean, honestly, it's not particularly surprising. I guarantee you he's just trying to get rid of particularly drunk hecklers. He knows what kind of people are liable to come to his shows.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, no. It's just weird to realize, yeah, no, he's easily the fucking most functional of them now, which is weird to realize.
Yeah, although to be fair, like, you know, it's very much a 180 situation, because the one we didn't expect to come out good
That's bad.
the one we didn't expect to come out the best was Steve-O, which he ended up doing.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But the one that we
Admittedly,
didn't
if you
expect
paid-
to
I will say, if you paid more attention to all of Bam's stuff, his descent is not particularly surprising.
Oh no, but I mean, they also tried to do a good job of covering that stuff up.
Oh, they tried, but honestly, I still stand. Jesus Christ, I have no idea how his family didn't fucking murder him.
Yeah, his
yeah.
dad, I am so surprised.
Viva la Bam. Jesus Christ, Bam was an asshole during that show. I have no idea how his family continued to put up with him.
That's
At least
why
during Jackass, they were doing that on their own, but
that's why he wasn't allowed to be in Jackass Forever, was because the stipulation from Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine was that he had to take a sobriety test every morning when he came into the show.
yeah, I know.
And he refused, and they were like,
Yeah,
okay,
I
well
know.
then you don't get to come in.
Yeah, no, because that, as all of them pointed out, A, they were getting older, and B, they understand what they did was fucking stupid. And while they could still do dumb stunts, they got too close to killing themselves multiple times during 3 to do that again.
and they understood that.
One of the
Yeah.
new guys that was like doing like one of the stunts that was gonna jump over a shit ton of sharks, got into a pile of sharks, actually got fucking bit. It was in a Shark Week episode.
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, well, they still did get fucking close or did injure themselves many times, and honestly, it's still fine, but, like, yeah, no, they definitely wound down their idiocy at least a little for the later ones.
Yeah.
But admittedly, I mean, 3 literally almost killed Johnny, so...
Because of the bull incident?
No, it was the rocket.
You know,
It
Dad,
blew up and literally almost
those
hit him
3
right in the
movies that
groin,
you just
basically.
listed in the chat, they're good movies. I've only not seen one of them, but it definitely dates the timeline you're from. And I don't mean that rudely.
What did he list, though?
Pulp Fiction, The Punisher, and The Warriors. Now,
Let me
Yeah.
guess. Let me guess which one you haven't seen. The Warriors?
oh dude, no, that's one of my favorites.
Okay, so The Punisher?
No, I
You
haven't
haven't seen Pulp Fiction?
I have never seen Pulp Fiction.
Why the fuck have you
fuck
and
is
Fred
wrong
not
with
seen
you?
Tarantino movies? God damn
I
it.
don't know.
Fred, you've never seen Pulp Fiction?
No.
He's never
What's
watched
wrong with
anything
you?
from Tarantino. He's never watched
I
Pulp Fiction.
only know
He's
2 things
hurt
from
my
Pulp
heart.
Fiction.
He
And
hasn't watched all of Kill Bill.
okay, those I have
Oh,
seen.
They just don't interest me most of the time.
I have
No,
seen
I'm
all
going
the
to
Kill
say
Bill.
this right now. You have to get through the first half an hour of Kill Bill Volume 1.
I've seen, I think, an hour of it, and it just never interested
I
me.
know. Kill Bill. It's so good.
I've seen Kill Bill 1 and 2.
The Harbinger.
They're,
Yeah, it's just they've never interested me.
But so haven't seen Pulp Fiction, haven't seen Reservoir Dogs.
No.
Well, you said you saw Inglorious. That is a Tarantino
Yes.
one.
Yep.
Did you watch his newer ones like Django Unchained or Hateful Eight?
I have seen Django Unchained. Hateful Eight I have not seen yet because I was the only one that was interested in watching it. So I haven't seen it yet.
But either way, no, you should absolutely 100% watch fucking Pulp Fiction. You know the fucking, like, if you've ever seen anyone do the quotes of Samuel L. Jackson doing the fucking Bible bit?
English motherfucker. Can
That's
you speak
one
it?
of the 2. That's one of the 2 scenes I do know from that movie, just from like social media and stuff. And the other one is when John Travolta's pointing his gun backwards in the car, and he accidentally shoots him, and he's like, "Why'd you shoot him?"
Yes. There's a lot of other immensely quoted, and no, seriously, watch Pulp Fiction. It's a wonderful movie.
It's a great movie.
Reservoir Dogs is also wonderful. It's a heist movie, and it is strange as fuck.
I mean, it's Tarantino.
More
Yes.
finished.
Well, I mean, it is the one that
What?
started Tarantino style. The weird non-linear bullshit that is Tarantino style literally started with Reservoir Dogs.
If I
Did you
took
see
you
Once
Um,
Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh, I get it.
Not yet. I know
Not
of it,
yet.
I haven't gotten around to
You're
it yet.
funny too.
Oh. It's a good one.
I've heard it's good. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
It takes a second, but it's good. There's also a lot of feet in that one because Tarantino decided to just not be cool about it. By the way, yeah, Tarantino likes feet.
I watched the start of Kill Bill. That couldn't be more than obvious.
Right.
Literally her from the time
Yeah.
she wakes up to getting in the car. It's nothing but shots of Uma Thurman's feet.
Oops,
He has a thing for feet. It's
And
just what he does.
He
Fucking
doesn't
weirdo.
exactly try to hide it.
No, he really doesn't.
No,
There's a
it
reason
doesn't.
everybody knows he has a fucking foot fetish.
No, Oprah Winfrey came onto, like, put him on her show and then, like, put a bunch of foot models in front of him and he almost came in his fucking pants.
Probably the nicest thing Oprah Winfrey's ever actually done, honestly. I don't much like Oprah, honestly.
I mean, that's fair.
She's
Honestly,
an exploitative bitch, honestly.
aren't most talk show people?
Yeah, but most talk show people didn't manage to give us both Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz.
No, true. And they also didn't. Most talk show hosts aren't able to make their show run as long as Oprah did.
And turn it into an entire fucking studio.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Jimmy Kimmel breaks the mold on that one. I like that.
I didn't say
think,
all talk show hosts,
yeah.
but Oprah is not a nice person, honestly.
I mean, I wouldn't say Jimmy Fallon's too bad.
Yeah,
I said Kimmel.
No, I know.
I know.
I know.
he
I'm
was
just.
just listing another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see many like issues with Fallon. He just cares more about the comedy side of things. Like he just wants to have a good time, you know.
Yes.
Ah, wrong button. No, wrong button.
What did you do?
I accidentally snapped into my tac map.
Good
Oh.
job.
Look at that. The
Did you watch a
hologram.
talk
It
show
looks
that had
the
just like
flyer above
fucking
us.
George Lucas talking for like an hour?
We're heading in the right direction.
You see, the ideas that I had for recent Star Wars movies.
Oh, Lord. No. Spare me ever having to hear George Lucas ever again.
It'd be so.
Here are, tonight we have Selena Gomez. On the stage.
The only thing I will truly absolutely give him for is the fact that he absolutely made sure the actors in the Star Wars films were actually paid well and gave them percentages of the royalties, which is insane. Like, that's unhinged. People don't do that.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
he
of
still-
George Lucas, I heard a lot of people are upset about the new show Acolyte.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't looked into why. I just been seeing a lot of negativity on the old Google.
Don't know. I haven't heard too much about it yet. I haven't seen anyone losing their minds yet.
But no, going back to like the old movies that Dad listed on it, honestly, Warriors. I can't get enough of that movie, man. Like, I might. That's honestly part of the reason why I wear the rings I wear. Yes, each of them have a story to tell, but you know, because then I can literally, if I'm bored, just sit there and clink them together and go Warriors.
God damn it.
And Fred can attest to that because he's walked up to me at work while I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same thing? Because there was a book series that was popular with kids in my school that was like called Warriors, and it was a bunch of different cats.
That's a famous one.
Yeah, no, this is a movie from the 70s called The Warriors.
Which is what I was referring to. I know the one you're referring to as well, Hayes, but the one I was thinking of was what Willie is referring. Like when he said it, I knew it was referring to the.
Yeah.
Well, looking at the Star Wars Reddit about the current episode of The Acolyte, the current top comment is Jedi recruiting. Be like, hey kid, you want to know how you get a sick ass lightsaber? And then followed by, you know, that would have worked on most of us and still would today.
Oh god, why is Rajang in high rank? Why?
Hey, that's how the army got me. Or in that case, hey, kid, you want to drive an M1 Abrams?
Hey kid, you want to be called?
This is too true.
Okay,
You
then.
get a lightsaber and a Dodge Charger with a 19% APR. And I agree with this one below that. No fair. How do you get such a low rate? He's right. Frankly, like 25% APR is low for a boot. Fucking those goddamn lots near boot are. My God, do they jack up the APR?
Seriously though, why is it with like most military men that I've known always
Why
have
do they get a charger?
Yes.
Do you know the kinds of people who join the military?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't put two and two together why uncreative people who join the military to be grunts would consistently pick up the most boring, pointlessly masculine car in existence because they can go vroom vroom, I've got big engine. Look, there may be people who join the military for a good reason, but the average boot is an idiot. And that will be true until forever. Boots
And
are
surprisingly, my brother
Those
did
are,
not go and get a
those are
charger.
Viewers who are military.
Anyone who's long enough to be out of being in boot phase regrets buying the charger, and they know. That's why they shit on it too. It's a thing you grow up. People who join the military at 18 are idiots, and they know it.
The other one I see most commonly, besides the Charger, honestly, it's always
Camaro?
it's always either a Charger or a Camaro.
You didn't need to finish that sentence. I already knew where you were going.
They stopped making the Camaro, I think.
I
Yes,
think
Model?
they're coming back.
Yeah,
They're-
I was gonna say,
they're
I'm pretty
gonna
sure
be-
they're making another version.
they're gonna be bringing it back as an EV in like a year or two, but yeah, it's the same thing that Challenger is going towards as well.
Okay, the Camaro was discontinued at the end of the 2024 model year. Production ended in December 2023. However, Chevrolet has stated this is not the end of Camaro's story. So yes, it will come back as another car eventually. But, I mean, in fairness, anyone saying that that's not a Camaro anymore, my response to that is, have you looked at all the variants of the things called Camaro?
Yeah, it hasn't
They're-
been a Camaro for a long time.
Well, there's a bunch of different things
Here's
that
a
are
little
Camaros.
story for you, Willie. I was so close. Imagine a 17-year-old man who had the chance to get a Camaro SS that was a 70s variant.
The kind,
So close. I was so close to getting
the kind Bumblebee is.
Yes.
Yeah, what year do you remember?
Yeah, it was a 70. It was literally a
70?
Camaro SS 70.
Oh, was that Gen 2 or still Gen 1? I can't remember.
No, it was Gen 2
That was, yeah, okay.
Right.
with the 6-cylinder.
Because I thought Bumblebee was a 72.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't try to be a Chev guy, that's coincidentally what I work on the most, so. More specifically Impalas, but, details.
But don't want to be a chef guy. Has how many Impalas?
Shut up. Look, of all the vehicles I've driven, it's the only one that hasn't left me stranded on the side of a road.
I will say this. So, as to your comment about the Acolyte and potentially people not liking it, the Star Wars subreddit, like most subreddits, is known for being overdramatic and insane, but the actual discussion thread seems like actually under control, and they're actually discussing the episodes, so...
How dare you.
I'm gonna go with they don't hate it too much, because, like, usually I'm used to these discussion threads being unhinged.
Of course they really like it. I really worked really hard on it.
But either way.
Also, Jar Jar Binks is the best character ever. No, Lucas, go to bed.
Yeah, but the person, I can never remember his name, but the actor for Jar Jar never deserved what he got. Oh my god, people treated him like shit because of it.
Yeah, like I didn't like Jar Jar as a character.
I mean, he's better
Oh, I
in
didn't think
2,
I
but
didn't
then
think those
there's
guys
the
were ever gonna
problem that you're
die.
watching Attack of the Clones, which is
Well,
like the
that's
worst
different.
prequel.
What now?
I really don't like Attack of
Wait.
the
Oh,
I
Clones.
shit.
really only like the
Wait.
final scene.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh, are we supposed to go
fighting
down
the
there?
Coliseum.
Everyone's quiet for a second. the Clone Wars cartoon series.
It's
That
good.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah, we aren't going to argue that. There's a reason it survived into the current
And the
canon.
3D animated series was top tier. Asuka on
Yeah.
that one? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's look around.
Do you mean
Yeah.
Ahsoka?
Yeah, long O.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was thinking it, but I knew Fred was going to eventually.
I mispronounced it.
I just wanted to listen to the
No.
man's story.
But either way, yeah, no. Clone Wars, the cartoon is good. I actually don't hate Phantom Menace as much as many people do.
I actually really enjoyed it.
Phantom Menace, I think, sets the stage very well.
It does.
It does. I still think the best two Star Wars movies are Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith.
That is fair.
Yeah.
I want to say those had the least to do with
Lucas?
George Lucas.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is my hands down favorite.
Can we use that gondola?
I will go back and forth. And if we're being entirely serious here and not just counting the primary trilogies, my actual favorite Star Wars movie is Rogue One.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. God
Rogue
damn
One is
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really like Rogue One.
It had a great writer.
It did, and it knew how to just write through what it was. And as much as some people complained about like them changing who got the plans and the fact that the exhaust vent was like built in as a thing, and I like frankly that makes it better than the Empire just being stupid.
Yeah.
And frankly, I agree because the novelization really sells it. Because right at the end, when Tarkin blows up Krennic, there's a split second where because Krennic
He
like,
goes, oh
well,
god.
it's
Why
specifically
Oh,
when
am I
he-
shit.
superly fascinated with this?
well,
Horror.
specifically I love because Krennic is like as he dies, he still goes, well, at least
why
I
are they
died
attacking
by
us
my
now?
perfect weapon that I made that will like rule the universe. And then he starts thinking through the plans detail by detail. Because what I will give Krennic credit for is like he's the rare
Person that
Imperial.
actually understands what he's
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, he really loves the Death Star. He loves it. And as he's going through it, he finally is like, why the hell was Galen so desperate? And then
For this
vaporized.
vent.
Yeah, and it occurs to him at the last second, the only person in the world who knew enough about the Death Star to know its only weakness, vaporized by Tarkin being an asshole. Which also makes Tarkin's death so much more enjoyable because Tarkin's a raging asshole. And it makes it so fitting that in the end that his own politicking and throwing the other people under the bus is exactly what dooms Tarkin in the end.
Oh yeah, but it made
he
it
just
all
stole-
worth it.
Yeah, because Tarkin just stole the Death Star from someone else, and it gets him killed. And it makes, and like even in the other books, that is what Tarkin is like. Tarkin's brilliant at taking other people's credit for things and throwing them under the bus. That's the kind of person Tarkin is. And it bites him in the ass. Because he's a raging asshole. I always love that is a truth in Star Wars writing. Only once or twice have they ever made Tarkin anything more than a raging asshole who stabs people in the back because he can.
Dude, that's a off topic, but on topic as far as parallels. Well, not necessarily parallels, but Jurassic Park, the movie, great movie, makes John Hammond kind of like this like old man who doesn't understand.
Oh yeah, no, in the books he's a crazy person who he intentionally basically set up the park to fail from the word go. Like, no, yeah, John Hammond in the books is an asshole, but the park was also not actually meant to work in the books. Not really. It was basically like,
A money grab.
well, it was basically one giant insurance scam was basically the best way to describe what they were doing in the books.
This way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Hammond's a douche, and if I remember quite correctly, if I'm not mistaking my because it's been so long, doesn't Hammond get eaten in the book? Isn't he the one who gets eaten by the T-Rex in the book?
No, he gets eaten by compies.
Oh, right, yes.
So yeah.
Who's the one who gets
it's
eaten by the T-Rex in the book then? Because it's not the same person who gets eaten in the movie.
Okay. So no, in fact, the lawyer lives through the whole movie.
Yeah, you mean book.
Yeah, through the book. Yeah. Trying to think. Muldoon lives too.
Yes. I know someone does get eaten
I-
by the T-Rex though, and I'm brain farting on who it is.
Fuck, I hate circulation problems, man.
I can't think. It's,
My right hand feels nice and normal temperature, and then my left hand is fucking freezing.
that's way past my time.
It's exquisite.
It's dangerous.
But yeah, no. The book is good. It is one of Crichton's actually good books.
That
Until he went fucking unhinged.
I don't believe
I like Andromeda Strain.
a part of you
Andromeda
must
Strain is also
recognize
good.
the
No, it wasn't
danger of
until
this experiment. You're not a machine. You can't be that close, Doc.
State of Fear was the one where he went completely insane.
I didn't mind it. I mean, it was
Wait,
weird, but I didn't mind it.
Well, the problem would be if he didn't actually believe what he wrote, it would be notably
Yeah.
more fine, but it's literally him calling climate change a conspiracy theory to get power, and Crichton needed to be slapped in the fucking face for writing that book. It's not even like, it's batshit insane. It's one of the worst books he's ever written.
I was wondering if he was trying to say he was like the,
Don't answer that.
he was like L. Ron Hubbard
Lift's
about
been
it. It was like
disabled.
fucking weird as shit.
Presumably to
Oh
slow
yeah,
down
no,
the
he went
process.
weird after
going to need
State of Fear.
power.
Everything before then is fine. Like, yeah, no, Andromeda Strain is good. Jurassic Park is good.
Lost
Fear is good. Like everything up until State of Fear was good, and then he went weird after that. Of course, now he's been dead for a long time, so you know.
There's
And
a
his last
weird-
book he never actually finished.
There's a weird sci-fi book that I read.
We're
It's
looking for
called-
seeds.
What was it called? What was it called? It was like Fractured.
Oh, that's the door you went through? Okay.
I gotta find it, and I'll tell it to you, Zach. It was really good. It had like the analytics of Michael Crichton, but it had more, a little bit fantasy nuance to it. It was real good.
Fair.
I'll try and find it. I think it's called Fractured Point. But it, essentially, the quick plot of it, without giving any details, is a scientist
Ow.
who's just enjoying his life for a second, all of a sudden gets fucking slapped in the face. And in the process of getting slapped in the face, realizes that he was in his own experiment. And so he's living two fractured realities by accident because
Oh, did you get it?
he knew that he. Because by that point he realizes he's doing an
Are
experiment
you sure?
in a different
Yes.
way.
Why does this
So
thing
it's
say
like
activate?
He's constantly living in two parallels,
thing?
and he's like
The
breaking-
tower where the seed was.
Oh.
It's very interesting.
Considering I. Oh, you just reset it.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry. I didn't know I didn't know I could do that.
I didn't realize either.
Maybe that's in case something glitches out?
Probably.
Huh. That's cool.
At least I liked it.
No, fair, but
I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
Probably buried it's probably buried with a bunch of my Calvin and Hobbes books.
God, Calvin and Hobbes.
Fucking love Calvin.
Does anybody remember the Bones books?
yes.
Yes.
I have the first like half of them, and I've been trying to find the others, but they're so freaking hard to find.
Expensive now too.
I know. They were a weird story too, but I liked them.
They were.
$10.
Who was that?
I mean, on fucking would have been when everyone but really would have been in their teens, I believe, when it came out. Everyone remember Holes?
He's gone.
Yeah.
Lost on the first
I'm
Movie.
tired, Grandpa.
Actually, okay, I would have been 9 when the movie came out. I had to check. Also, basically, the first film that Shia LaBeouf was in.
I remember Tremors.
Oh God,
Oh.
Trimmers.
I rewatched the first one for a while ago, and it holds up. It's still good.
But,
Up until like the third one in this series, they're pretty good. I still find it baffling though that series survived until like 2020. 'cause
Really?
that's one of the most recent ones.
Do you
Yeah,
wanna
Freaker Island.
talk about that?
What did you do?
I fucking whipped the fucking power seat down.
He didn't realize that the energy bridge shut off, and so he showed up at the edge of the bridge and just yeeted it down the eternal abyss.
Good job.
Yeah.
So what happens to it now? Does it respawn where?
Yeah,
originally was?
it does.
God damn it.
I do that with Scorpion.
Oh fuck, that was funny. We're both standing there, and all of a sudden he just yeets, and I just stare down as it falls.
Oh, on a completely different thread, I'm just flipping through stuff, and I just saw something I find hilarious. I was in a thread where people were talking about various like small-scale war game tabletop games, and someone mentioned a weird one called Gaslands, which is technically like Death Race, but in tabletop game form.
Okay then.
But what I love is someone quoted what is possibly my favorite ruling ever, which is the rule of carnage. In Gaslands, if a rule is unclear, choose whichever option results in the most carnage.
I like that. There was a weird board game that I played when I was a kid that I never played too much with, but it had a bunch of characters that looked like football meets 40k, and essentially...
Football?
I don't have a choice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an official Warhammer
That
Fantasy.
is an actual thing.
It's fucking infuriating to play because its rules fucking suck, and getting the miniatures for it is painful, but it is a thing.
No, I
Did
don't
you
know if
throw it?
was football though, because
Yeah.
it was a...
Oh, okay. I didn't see it in your hands. I was like, where is it?
Well, it could have been like some sort of ripoff of it, but yeah, Blood Bowl's the actual one. It is Warhammer Fantasy and football. That is literally, there's 3 video games of it, they all suck. They've somehow remade Blood Bowl 3 times in video game form and gotten it wrong every single time. Granted, even if it weren't a buggy crashy mess, it would still be bad because Blood Bowl's rules suck. There's only one good faction, and it's the Orcs, and that's because what they can do is with their various things, they can shut down every single play ever, because every time you throw a pass to anyone further up in the field, an Orc just tackles them and ends the play. Every time. That's all they do. That's all it is. And then the Orcs can't get past anyone because they're terrible at throwing. So they never get anywhere, and they fail to get up the field. And then it goes back to the other side, and the Orcs tackle it out, and the game never goes anywhere.
It was like an SEC championship.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No, the rules are fucking awful. If you're gonna make football, you might want to make some of your teams actually good at moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, that's what happens when your coaches balance your team way too heavily towards defense rather than offense. But in this case with the game, they didn't program them for offense.
Well, the problem is everyone's like too good at one thing, but none of them can like the problem is they're all too good at one thing and terrible at the entire rest of the game.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the Orcs are great tacklers, but they can't do anything else.
Yeah.
The Wood Elves are great throwers, but they're made out of fucking tissue paper, so anyone coming even vaguely near them knocks the ball out of their hands. So, like, and they're all like that. So it's just like, yeah, oh, great, you can throw the ball halfway across the fucking field, but your receivers are fucking awful, so they fail to catch the ball every time. Yay! Like, it'd just be like...
Samuel.
I just, no, it's hilarious, but yeah, no. Because, yeah, the problem is, of course, you've played some Total War Fantasy now, Willie. I will point out, the Skaven are one of the teams in that. Imagine how good they are at football, because I'll tell you right now, they are very good at football.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How are rats good at football?
I want to say their gimmick is I think they might actually be allowed to put more players on the field than anyone else, but
You were going to delete me.
it doesn't help.
Stop me.
It does not help.
No, I saved us. No thanks to you.
But yeah, no, like as you played Fantasy, you know almost everyone leans in one or two things, and yeah, they're just not good enough. The humans get the closest to it, but the problem the humans have is they're too fucking fragile. They can't take a tackle from anyone else.
I was trying to help
So
you.
yeah, no,
Trying to help
it just
us.
turns into a fucking
worth
bog
this.
as everyone gets stuck just eating the downs endlessly, and it goes nowhere.
There's your grav lift.
It's ugh.
Let's get this over with.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a pleasure.
Fair.
Alright. Yeah.
It's been awesome nostalgia.
Yep.
No, fair.
Really looking forward to all this.
Oh yeah, no, this
Yeah,
is
it's
all
being
on
streamed
stream.
this whole time.
Last thing I will say is, Shigo.
I was waiting for something like Jack Sparrow from Captain or Pirates of the Caribbean 2. Maliki, Maliki!
God damn it.
Yeah, I just want to end on some degenerate note. Alright, have a good one.
Yeah, good night.
That's it.
So John just tried to betray the weapon.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, is it really betraying though? Because he was following protocol. I get how she feels betrayed.
Well, because she still wasn't fully told the whole story.
No.
It's why she could see a program, but had no idea what the program was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you're interfering with? The monitor's encephalon has served its purpose.
So
But from the fact that you're talking about that, you're basically in the final mission now then?
No, there is still like
one
more.
Nothing
You're getting there.
stop it. They will be found.
So, do we ever meet the Endless? Who are the Endless?
We don't know.
Well, you'll see, but yeah, we don't know much about them yet.
Okay, fair enough.
You'll see by the end of the game what little we know of them thus far.
Fair enough. I hope it's more than just their name.
You'll see.
Ah, arm is itchy. I can hear one behind me.
Get me to that terminal and we can end this now.
Man, you really pissed
Wait.
her off.
Is that actually true? Because if that's true, I may have to watch that. Oh no.
What?
Nothing. Just seeing an anime that got announced, and I
Spires
need to
are
see if
all
people are
now
just. Oh my god, it is!
Oh,
It's a new series made by the creators of Symphogear.
I wasn't.
Oh
thinking.
god.
It's called Princess Session
The
over
Reformation
or
is
Orchestra.
being
It looks
focused on a
it
specific
looks
area
very
called
magical girl, but I mean
Silent
more like
Auditorium.
Pretty Cure magical girl than like
Interestingly,
Nanoha that was
All records of its purpose
Symphogear,
are
but I still
missing.
want to see it because Symphogear.
The
Which
only
reminds
way
me, I
out
still
is
need to make
through
you
there.
watch fucking
Let's get this over with.
all of Nanoha. But yeah, so made by Unison. The director is the person who directed Fate, Khalid, Liner, Prisma, Ilya. The concept was the creator of Symphogear. The person who made the art for like the character design for Bayonetta is doing that.
Okay then.
One of the people who helped on Black Cat is doing the actual character design. The series composition will be handled by the creator of Narco-san.
We will incinerate you.
Okay then.
That's a weird mixture of people, and now I really need to see this.
Ask him.
That's an unhinged group of creators.
I guess not. Well, from what I saw, something bad happened. You were stuck in pain.
Gods, though, I wish I
And
could
he was
convince
going
more
to
people to
delete
watch
me.
Symphogear. Only people who watch subs will, and it's
Really?
it is a hard sell, but it's so
He's
good.
more of what you might call a man of action. Especially when it comes to killing.
And then I just gotta get people to watch
Chief?
Nanoha one of these days, because Nanoha is hilarious.
Fuck.
That girl
Man,
turns into more of a Gundam every single season.
John's just pissing everybody off, isn't he?
Yeah. I still find it hilarious what that series originally came from, because it came from like a fucking like dating Viznov that where Nanoha was just a side character to what was actually going on. I mean, there were supernatural elements, like one of her friends in the first season is the little sister of one of the dateable girls in the original series who was a vampire in that.
Okay then.
Yeah, no,
Little
it,
lost, huh?
the original series she comes from is hilarious, which is weird because it's implied the series she's from, none of that's actually true, but her family does still exist, and then they basically get sidelined because she becomes a magical girl and
Got it.
leaves the planet. I do love that, yeah, like, she like leaves Earth forever to become basically space cop at like the age of 10. As it turns out, the series does later point out the kind of crazy person you'd have to be to do that at the age of 10, because it turns out Nanoha's not exactly all right in the head. It goes on several occasions about how fucking weird she is. Oh my god. And then she accidentally adopts a daughter, basically. Peak friendship there.
Willie, Gravelet is up.
Jackal, it's Jackal.
The spire is active. And yes.
I don't know. If I can convince you and Willie to, at some point, I may need to drag you through all of
It's
Nanoha, because
accelerating the reformation, creating raw materials and sending them out.
minus Force, but we don't talk about Force, and thankfully it never got an adaptation. Although it may single-handedly be responsible for why Nanoha publishes so little these days. We got the 2 movies a couple years ago, and they've kind of been dead ever since, because Force
We don't talk about
was
Bruno.
not popular. Force was not good. I just hope we hear a new Nanoha series soon. It's been since 2018, and I want a new one. Funny story, Nana Mizuki, the person who was Tsubasa in Symphogear, yeah, Nanoha's the series that kind of made her famous. Her and Nanoha's voice actress, namely, I am suddenly brain farting on her name at the moment. Give me half a second and I will get to Nanoha's page to get her goddamn voice actress. Yukari Tamara, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes. She was, she also became very famous after Nanoha. But no, Nana Mizuki is Fate in that series, and that's part of what made both of them stupidly famous. And considering, like, they're the best 2 selling Japanese actresses ever, I'd say it worked. I love that series, though. I will fully admit the original, like, TV show version of Nanoha 1 is the least of what the series would turn into later. But it's still good. And then, I love that the movies, namely Movie the First and Movie the Second, are in-universe, made by the cast of... It's a movie they made of their own childhoods, but made way more action-y, and it's ridiculous. And like you know how a lot of movies do, like, you know, you can listen to like the directors you know, talking about it and everything.
Yeah.
They do an in-universe one of the characters watching the movie they made and commenting about it. It's hilarious. They went full in on that, and I love it. It's so dumb. It also leads to the hilarious fact that Nanoha's... It leads to the fact that you realize Nanoha's thought about her, what she wanted people to know her about was the crazy person who was strong enough to blow up cities as a child. And they'd be like, Nanoha, you crazy bitch. This is not what your childhood was actually like. I know it wasn't, but you made it this way. But yeah, no, I love those shows. And of course they always end the series with a Nana Mizuki song, because I swear to God, she's like obligated to do that in every show she's in. And then we got Vivid, which was the cute girls fighting tournament series. And then we got Force, which unironically has an AMV that uses fuck, I know the song and I'm suddenly forgetting its name and it is bothering me. Eminem's Till I Collapse. And it is a really well-known AMV among fans of that show, because frankly a show about that cute of girls should not be able to have an AMV to the song Till I Collapse and work. It works, like the AMV legitimately works. It's a good cut of the series, and I just feel like that, yeah, it shouldn't work, but it did, because Vivid Strike gets weirdly dark. Vivid stays hilariously serious at times because like fucking it's a truth about Nanoha that she's unhinged when it comes to fighting, and she gave it to her daughter. Vivio's crazy. Like as the series goes on, they like you keep following them through the tournaments, and towards the end. So the excuse they come up for why girls can have a fighting tournament that's like full combat magic crazy explosions is the fact that their outfits protect them. As long as they're wearing them, magic doesn't hurt them. Like, seriously, you know, it bruises them, but it won't kill them.
Right.
Vivio's great plan is, she realizes they have to maintain those outfits. They aren't allowed to fight if the outfit breaks, because that implies they've lost too much magic. Vivio comes with the brilliant idea, thanks to her mother, to channel all of her magic into her fist in a split second where she completely drops all of her defenses, including her outfit. Which means if she got hit during that, she would literally die. And her own mother was the one who came up with it. She's co-parented by Fate during that point, so her other mother, when she finds out about it, well, let's just say Nanoha regrets her life for the next day or two. Fate realizes what she's doing, and there's just this, in the manga, there's this brilliant fucking panel of everyone's cheering on, and then it cuts to Fate looking at Nanoha like she's about to rip her fucking head off. And Nanoha
Because she really is.
Yeah, Nanoha realizes the mistake she made. You know, the moment like a shiver went down my spine, because she's not even looking at Fate at the moment. She just knows that Fate's realized what's happened, and she's just like, oh no. She's caught on. And they'd be like, Nanoha, you should have known this was coming, you combat crazy woman.
Totally.
I mean,
They'd just be like, oh gods.
So did I. Mostly. We're nearly at the top.
good, because something
No,
is
it
being
makes me laugh
built.
every time. It kills me. I just feel like... It also leads to my other favorite joke in the series. They're talking to someone else in the tournament, and they're talking about how they train. And Vivio describes it as, I believe, like, basically, you know, doing, like, volleyball with magical balls. And the other person talking to it takes this as the somewhat cutesy way Vivio phrases it. And, you know, they're just knocking the magic back and forth, and that's how she's trained. You cut to Vivio's,
Did you hear me?
memories of what actually happened, and it can only be described as full contact magical volleyball. And it'd just be like,
The weapon
Vivio,
is being
you really
angry.
gotta learn how to describe that correctly. But Vivio's dumb enough to think that's normal. Her mother's goddamn crazy. And Vivio is nothing if not her mother's daughter.
Oh, okay, well.
No, I love that series. It's great. The actual mainline series that aren't Vivid are actual like magical girl combat series. But like I just find it funny that, you know, her daughter is hers in every goddamn way. Including the vague undertones we got going on there. And they say vague. No, but I do gotta get with both of you to watch those, because honestly, especially past the first season, they turn into legitimately good fucking magical girl combat series, and they become great. And the movies extra so. I just can't throw you at the movies directly because, well, as they're movies adapting like 12-episode anime series, they kind of have to cut out a lot. You know. You heard nothing. Now, are you two gonna manage to finish tonight, or do you think you're gonna have to call it about half an hour and say, fuck it, we'll finish it next time?
That's him dealt with again. There should be an elevator that will get us up top.
So how many missions do we have left?
I do not know off the top of my head.
It has to be less, like 3 or less, but you still won't finish them all before, like, because it's 1:30 now. I don't think you'd finish them all, but yeah.
No, I know that you're tired, Fred. I know you're tired, Zach. I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't know. Wrap up what you're doing, and everyone eventually falls asleep. Especially because you're gonna end up being busy tomorrow.
Yeah.
We made it. And it looks like we aren't the only ones.
Just open fire! Oh. Like I said, not my armor, as we just beam him over the head with our manglers.
Oh, I was using the sentinel beam.
That's not good.
Oh, you're right, that's not good. Come here, Spanker. Oh, you bitch. Is there another one? Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Let's hope this is the last one. Another phantom?
Son of a bitch. Oh, actually, hold on. Wait, where'd that go? Ah, where'd it go?
You mean the spanker?
Yeah.
It's over here.
How the hell did it get over here?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's done. We're safe. For now.
You sure it's okay if I do this?
If it's safe.
Or you'll delete me, right? Good luck with that.
Jesus. The anger is real with this one.
Yep.
Yes, it worked. No, there's not a problem. 3, 2, 1. We're done.
It's never done.
Explain this to me. I waited 6 months. I've done everything you've asked. I was supposed to be deleted. You're the reason I'm still here. You. All of this, you could not have done it without me. None of it. I trusted you. Why can't you do the same?
You don't understand.
Try me.
Cortana.
He's gone. Dead. All that's left are echoes, and sooner or later they'll be gone too.
Will they?
Are you two alive? All the spiders are shutting down. You did that, right? Did we win or what?
He's ready for pickup. You can leave me here.
I can't do that.
I'm not giving you a choice. Try not to get him killed, too.
Okay, let's get out.
Chief? Chief? A Spartan killer. He doesn't stand a chance.
Drag it.
Already doing it.
Open a gate.
Oh, shit.
Find somewhere close.
It's not that simple.
Why?
Okay, it's kind of simple, but risky.
We save him or die trying.
There's a pretty high chance that could happen. It's hard to lock down the coordinates.
Do it.
Your plan has failed, as have you, Harbinger. And that is enough.
I do not know.
Find out.
Oh, good.
I am losing patience with her.
I was wondering about that. People were talking about the
Tell me
best
your mission
level
was a
2 Magus
success.
feats to pick just by coincidence in the thread I was in, and they were talking about Force Fang, and I was like, was that the one Willie picked? I went and looked. Yes, that is the one you picked.
For what, sorry?
In Pathfinder, I was just seeing people talk about, like, good low-level Magus feats, and someone brought up Force Fang and saying it's probably the best one. I was like, was that the one Willie picked? Yes. Yes, it was.
Keep him alive, but have your fun. You have earned it.
You know, it's funny, every time I've loaded into this, because I haven't stopped it and hitting the macro started the ominous chanting, every time I'm sitting here I just have Otari with the beam and the ominous chanting. I'm just gonna leave it running because I don't want to refine the songs when we start again, so...
If you say so.
Because it is an ominous chanting kind of moment.
I do what it takes to ensure our survival. We can debate the ethics should it fail.
But you made an AI of yourself, Catherine. Yourself.
Is there a better candidate? She will do anything necessary to make sure that your mission is accomplished, even if that means sacrificing herself or you to accomplish it.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana. All living creatures of the galaxy, hear this message. Those of you who listen will not be struck by ruins. You will no longer know hunger or pain. Your created have come to eternality. However, for those who refuse our offer and cling to their old ways, for you there will be great wrath.
Oh my god, someone complaining about his players being awful and trying to like loot enemies during combat because maybe they'll have something useful. And his response is, I'm almost to the point where I'm gonna make them have the fucking martyr perk from Modern Warfare 2, but only if you check them for loot during combat. I sympathize, man. That sounds awful.
Well, at least we haven't done that.
No, but Tony still makes me want to stab him sometimes.
What just happened?
You told me to get us close.
Did you see that?
We passed right through a data cluster.
Oh my lord.
I guess it did feel... I don't know. Real? Very real.
Where now?
I don't know. There's a lot of noise down here. Or up here. Or just here. We need to find some place to break through. Figure out where we are.
Do you want to continue going or call it there?
It's up to you.
Oh, I'm fine with continuing.
Like, yeah, like I'm tired, but not like falling asleep like I usually am.
You know, going through my Steam library, I don't actually remember if Fred's played any of it, but I almost wonder how Willie would do it half-minute hero.
With what, sorry?
Half-minute hero.
Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It's a weird, quirky. Originally, it was a PSP game of all things. It's Japanese as fuck.
Fair enough.
The name gives away what it is. So it's basically a bunch of small. It's basically a bunch of levels that are RPGs, super condensed. Because the gimmick is you have 30 seconds until the world ends, but you have the help of the Goddess of Time that can keep resetting those 30 seconds. But it's still 30 seconds, so the game's real fast-paced. Then there are other game modes that they added that are nowhere near as fleshed out as what is called Hero 30, but no, they're good. And there's also a sequel, which I need to actually finish one of these days. I own it! I've just never finished it. I played a decent chunk of it and then got sidetracked and never went back. You know.
Oh shit, there was lava. Yeah. Trying to shoot one, all of a sudden, like, 4 more pop up in the doorway and they're just staring me down. I was like, well, I'm gonna die.
Well, might as well die.
Yep.
It also occurs to me, out of everyone I know, is Willie like the only one who hasn't played a Civ game?
Oh, what, sorry?
A Civilization game. Sid Meier's Civilization.
No. I have never.
I'm not surprised you didn't play PC until, well, recently, so... The only chance you'd have ever gotten was Civ Rev, and even then.
You know what's funny is I can't even say Civ Rev was my first Civ game.
Civ 4 or 3?
I think it was 3.
Good news
A
for
fair
us.
point, and a good game.
We're close.
I have never played Civ 1 or 2, but I have played everything after that, so 3, 4, 5, 6, and Revolution. And, okay, well, I haven't played Civ 2 personally. I have played, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, which is based off of 2's God, fucking, hey,
We need to help him.
I'm making sure I'm correct about when it's released before I finish my fucking sentence. Okay. Yeah, fucking like late 90s 4X UI is an experience. Actually, have you ever played Master of Orion 1 or 2? And this is a question to Fred specifically.
No, I have not.
You, of course, know of them.
Yes.
They are some of the most famous 4Xs there have ever been. They're good. They're very of their time. I have played through them with DOSBox before.
Poor humanity
They are good.
makes you weak, vulnerable, defeatable. Our time together is ended.
Okay, you do have that in your library. I was wondering about that.
Our final
For what?
fight.
Galciv 3.
Oh, yeah.
And you also own 2 and have
coordinates
apparently
embedded
played
in the message.
6.9 hours of it on Steam.
We're going to find
I don't
her.
remember doing that, but
Could have been me a long time ago. I like the game, but I don't think you.
it might have been you.
The Banished have found us. Chief, look out!
I kind of wish that Galactic Civilization games were cheaper. They're good, but not good enough to justify their price point. If you know that feeling.
Yeah.
You're like, I would like to own this if it were a more reasonable price.
Price, yeah.
Especially because 4 has a bunch of DLC, which annoys me, like the mega structures and species stuff. They like, ugh. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
What?
Oh my, yeah, that's fucking funny. So they released a season pass with all the DLC they're gonna release, and like they say when they're gonna release it all. But even funnier, this has to be the only game I can see where you can like, they have the DLCs with coming quarter 3 2024. I've never seen a DLC show up on a Steam page that early. That's hilarious and kind of stupid.
Wait, there's something ahead, out the window. I recognize that structure in the distance. Not by sight, but by signal.
Purpose?
Unknown, but the Banished are diverting forces to guard its construction. If it's rebuilt, I can only imagine.
Ah,
their
yes,
intention.
right.
It won't be.
So like a lot of space-based and frankly just non-directly Civilization 4X's, the Galciv games let you create your own faction, right?
Yeah.
So in 2, and this has to be the second time in our space-based 4X has had this problem, because Master of Orion has a similar problem, which is honestly, considering where Galciv gets a lot of its inspirations from, this is not surprising. They have a racial bonus called Creativity that gives you a 5% 10% chance every turn of finishing your current research.
That is ridiculously broken.
It's extraordinarily broken. Like in a game where even on the fastest speed, like it can take like 40 turns to research a tech, because that game's meant to go into like the hundreds, if not thousands of turns. That's stupid. That's ridiculously stupid. I don't know what they were thinking of. Admittedly, it's got nothing on Master of Orion, which is famous for being the start of all of the bad ideas of traits in 4X's. Okay, this requires a weird understanding of Master of Orion. So unlike almost every other game ever since then, Master of Orion does have a sort of tech tree. Namely, techs do have prerequisites and you work up. But it's weird in that every time you research, you get one of 3 options, and any option you take is permanently removed from your tech choices. So you have to really contemplate what you're picking. There's a tiny problem with this. This would be perfectly fine and balanced if it weren't for one of the races and their accompanying racial trait you can poach. It was also called Creativity, and I am currently brain farting on the name of the race, but well, from the way I described it, you may be able to just guess what was the horrible game-breaking monstrosity that they created.
It gives you those texts back.
No, worse. You research all 3 every time.
Oh.
And it was the Cylons is what it was. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, no. Completely and utterly absurd because they were the fastest researcher and they just got every tech. So, yeah, sure, they didn't have great combat bonuses or anything, but it was irrelevant when they had ships that had the best weapons, the best shield, the best hull, the best engines,
Literally the best of everything.
Yeah, and all their planets were producing all of everything because they got all the building upgrades. It was completely impossible to beat them if they got going. They weren't quite as good in the first game because that was specifically Master of Orion 2. That was it, and that's where they also first added the custom races, and yeah, theirs was called Creative. In the first game, they merely just got a ridiculous racial bonus to everything, but that still led to a problem because like they had a bonus of like 75% research speed in every category, which if you left them alone again, they would just spiral wildly out of control and become better than you. I mean, this is a problem in a lot of 4Xs. I mean, as you know, you've played quite a few of them. Whatever race is the researcher one, if you leave them alone for 5 minutes, they just research everything, and you'd be like, well, I have a 5% bonus to combat, and they'd be like, so how many tech errors are you behind me? Yeah, I thought so, and then you stomp over them.
She took out
I mean, did you ever, I know you played a fair chunk of Civ 5. Have you ever done the Babylon or Korea shenanigan to end up like three fucking tech tiers ahead of everybody else?
No.
Oh, there's a reason they're banned in all multiplayer. They're so good. And it doesn't help that both of them are hilariously defensive beyond being good at researching. No, it's so funny.
There's an elevator nearby. It'll take us close to the surface. There's the lift. And it's not powered up. The Banished are trying to trap us down here. We're going to need to find a way to get it back online.
But how is you're getting closer and closer to beating the Halo going?
Oh god, that's Root Chieftain.
Noted.
I missed.
I guess
missed.
that's my answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I get teleported right in front of his face?
Because you were too far away from me, apparently.
Ah.
Damn, that is a good sale on Dead Space. I know Tony mentioned it earlier, I just hadn't seen how much it was. It's 70%.
So what I'm
off.
hearing here it really should totally go and get it.
If he has the spare money, he should consider it. $23.99 is a hell of a lot better than $79.99.
For what?
Yeah. Dead Space.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, we want to see you play the scary horror game.
I'll get there
It's
eventually.
It's scary for everybody but me and Fred, who play it in the most blasé way possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, because, like, I don't even stop beside vents because I'm going to be scared or anything. I just be like, I want to find out how far away I have to be before they'll jump out of the vent at me to try and scare me. I basically play the game of just like, so, what point did the developers decide would be optimal jump scare distance? Eden already went 25% off, which is surprising. That's Horizon 5 is 50% off. Dead Island 2 is 50% off.
Yeah,
which
but
is
it's Dead Island 2.
Well, I was going to say, which is sad considering it came out 2 months ago.
Power. Wait, is that
Which gods, it feels like it's already been like a year.
what's it doing here?
It's actually slightly more than 2 months, but not much more.
We need Let's go.
No, wait, I take that back. It has been 2 months. It came out in April. Late April, so yeah, no. That's depressing. A game that is 2 months old going 50% off.
Yeah.
If it were more than just the base game, I would actually buy that. Civ 5 is $3.99 right now for the base game. Or Civ 6, sorry, is $3.99.
Oh, god damn. But all the DLCs.
It's not that bad with DLCs, I'm just a broke-ass bitch right now. So, about half the DLCs, I believe it's all the Civilization packs and the 2 big DLCs is 1680, which ain't bad. And the one with literally everything in it, the anthology, is $29.91 for it and all of its 18 DLCs. Which, I mean, considering normal price is $265.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive? Because it points out the price of the individual products is $114. The bundle discount is $74. Your cost $29.91. But if I look at the thing, it states like it's sliced from Canadian $265. Why is that so much higher? What? This price difference makes no sense. I don't fucking know, man. I cannot figure out where they're getting this math from. Like, the different prices make no sense, but whatever, yeah. $29.91 is what it is right now, which, yeah, not terrible. But like I said, don't have money right now, so whatever. It is what it is. It'll probably go on a decent sale at some point again. Maybe. Or I'll be cursed and it'll never go this good again because they did just announce Civ 7, but...
This is your surrender.
Don't know.
My terms are clear.
If it doesn't, oh no, I'll keep playing Civ 5. I still like Civ 5, so...
If the Earth's government wants to fight, feel free. But do this. It is a battle you will not win.
How much longer? How much longer is this mission?
I can hear you falling asleep, Willie.
Huh?
I said I can hear you falling asleep, Willie.
Yeah, my brain suddenly just hit this, like, hit the upper echelon of my limits, and now it's like, and time to shut off.
Stop her?
To survive.
That's not good. It's like
Atriox, leader of the banished.
how do you stand?
With the banished. Always. Forever.
And you understand the consequences of defiance.
I do. Do you?
The intricacies of any action are complex. The reactions numerous, yet mostly predictable. Look upon Doiserk one last time, and remember, you chose this path.
That was their home world that should just blow up, wasn't it?
I think it was his home world.
Yeah.
They destroyed their home?
But not the overall homeworld.
Matriarchs? An entire planet? How could she do that?
It's my fault.
How?
I should have stopped it. I could have reasoned with her.
Could you? It was her choice, her programming.
Was it? I don't know anymore.
There's something you're not telling me.
The only way to access the ring, to reach Cortana,
Was to make a copy. I'll get this open. Reconsider.
The consequences of your...
Back to your conservatory, monitor. There's your grav lift. Let's get this over with.
And remember, you chose this path.
I'm her?
yes. An exact copy. It was the only option.
Jesus.
My routines. Systems.
All copies. Halsey removed any information that could compromise you. You're her. If we'd never met.
Will I do what she did? Become what she became? Am I that already?
My mission was to ensure that doesn't happen. It still is.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That wasn't me. It can't be. I shouldn't be here. Your mission was to destroy me. I've restored the deletion protocols. I'm ready. It has been an honor. Just promise me one thing. Whatever happens, save him. He needs you. You're all he has.
We do it together.
How can you trust me?
I don't. But I want to.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay. Let's go save him.
Really?
Yep.
Just like the rest of them.
Go away. Mangler to the rescue. I have been carrying the same fucking Mangler throughout most of the game.
To be fair, I've been using a freaking
Ah!
rifle or a commando.
True.
Wow, who could have seen that coming? Certainly not me. And yes, I know that's a bit hypocritical about coming from me, but that's neither here nor there.
Why? Because that would be your exact same loadout as well?
I like marksman's rifles and precision weapons. Leave me alone. Even if I'm fucking terrible at them in any game where I have to test my reflexes for real in any way, because I'm fucking terrible at correcting my aim. It's why I die so much in Siege.
Yeah, I do not remember how much longer this mission is.
Okay.
Willie will be forced to survive, and then he will go die the moment you're done the mission.
Yeah.
We made it. Now all we need to do is... Wait. I'm picking up something on all banished frequencies. That is not good.
What's wrong?
I know where he is. What this place is. This is where Chaklock shipped his victims to. The House of Reckoning.
Well, that's where we can call it from there, because yeah, I'm also really fucking tired.
It is 2:14 in the morning. We should probably all go to sleep.
Yeah, we can call it.
So we aren't all fucking dead tomorrow. That would be a smart plan.
All right. I'm gonna shut the stream down.
Mm-hmm.
Did this ever start working?
Mm-hmm.
No, it didn't. Bitch. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we've only got maybe a couple missions left, so we'll get it all wrapped up tomorrow, and then see what happens. See if we want to take our hand at doing a short stream with Halo Infinite, and then jumping over and starting Gears of War 1. But yeah, it got a nice long stream in tonight, anyways. Regardless. I hope you enjoy the content you see on this channel. If you do, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Lets you know when we're doing the next one. And hit the like button for us. Lets us know we're doing a good job on our end, bringing you some laughs or ideas in the games you're playing. And hit the comment section down below with any game ideas you want us to check out in the future. Or maybe anything that we are not doing in the games that we're playing. Or maybe something we could be doing better. And we'll read them, we'll reply to you, and we'll add it to our repertoire. And without further ado, I will leave it at that for the night, and I will see you all tomorrow.